Oh, hello there. Welcome back to Crafty TV. It is the weekend when the real me comes alive. Whoop, whoop. It's going to be a fabulous weekend for you. We are kicking it off in style because, of course, we are in the midst of our members event, which is incredible. So, as a big thank you to all of our loyal members, we are going to give you double points all weekend, which is fantastic, right the way up until the end of tomorrow. We're also going to give you an extra 5% off as well. So if you were in the club, now you're a silver member, you normally get 10%, we're upgrading you 5. Gold members, you'll get 20% this weekend, and platinum members, you will get a whacking great 25% off of absolutely everything. Also, what you will also get for every single order that spends over £40 or $40 in one transaction, automatically this will appear in your cart. It is our members event tote, which is fantastic. So every £40 or $40 order will get one of those in there. This is launch day, of course. We are launching something brand new for you today here on the channel, and I'll run you through exactly how you're going to get your hands on that in just a few minutes. Now, Debbie made me a lovely cup of coffee just before the show, didn't you, Debbie? And then all of a sudden, there was a scream. I thought you'd broken a leg or something. You're okay? Have you calmed yourself down now? What happened, Debbie?
I opened the fridge door. You see, this is being me doing a good deed for someone, because I don't drink milk in my coffee. I take it black. But our lovely Joe, I thought I'd make him a nice cuppa. Let's get cosy, and it's a Saturday. Let's get cosy.
Cuppa.
Thank you very much. Opened the fridge door, the milk toppled out, the 4-pinter, and splattered all over said shoe. If you hear some squelching noises, it'll be me. Because I'm covered in milk and covered the kitchen floor and went into a bit of a meltdown.
Well, we're here now. We've dusted ourselves down. There's lots of crafty fun coming up in this show, isn't there, Debbie? What sort of thing we're going to be looking at? Because I know there's loads of lovely stuff you're going to be sharing with us.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm going to kickstart with what is going to be, for me, my personal... How can I say this? Personal favourite of the show? Because there's something else on the show.
Go on, we'll let you. It's the weekend,
but I love
Debbie.
these. It's the weekend, let's just jump straight in. Brand new launch of the Gemini. Let me get this right. Double-sided, layerable topper dies. But Christmas. It's all about the Christmas dies. Let me show you what I mean by this. These dies are absolutely fabulous, and these are the kind of things that you can create in one pass of your machine. One pass, Joe, all these incredible designs that you're going to be able to make. That is my favourite, the gorgeous Mr. Snowman. Isn't he divine? And I'll talk a little bit more in detail. I'm just going to show you a few samples of the different designs that we have in here.
I love that one, Debbie.
I love this. This is so traditional Christmas. You've got that beautiful Christmas tree. But again, this design, this modern technology, this painted technology allows you to create these beautiful cards and these can we just take a moment just to admire the robin? How beautiful is this Christmas
cute,
robin?
Isn't it?
He's absolutely gorgeous. He really, truly is. But this is all in one pass of your machine with the double-sided technology that we have. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. Look at the Star of Wonder die. It is exquisite, and it's a layerable topper die, which means you can do any card blank you want. Use your Christmas papers, all those kind of things that you have in your stash, and I know you've got them. Yes, I'm talking to you because I know you've got them. I've got them piled high, but you can make them and then add these toppers so you've got yourself some amazing Christmas cards. One of my other favourites in this collection, actually, I'm telling fibs, Joe, they're all my favourite. Am I trying to kid? This beautiful wreath is absolutely, and it's called a joyful wreath because it really is joyful. All of these elements there, Joe, created one pass of the machine. How incredible. And then lastly, now I'm always aware that we've got our gorgeous American friends watching. What do they call them in America, these, Joe?
Ornaments.
Ornaments, Christmas ornaments. We call them a good old Christmas bauble, but we've called them a festive bauble. Of course, and they're absolutely beautiful. But look how beautiful those are. I'm so excited for this show, let me just tell you. I'll put up with a squelchy, milky shoe just so I can be here for these 2 hours.
Absolutely. It's going to be a very, very busy show. Now, already loads of you shopped ahead and grabbed these this morning and last night as well. Whole collection there on your screen right now. Let me run you through again exactly what you're getting. So first up, you've got the ornamental bauble, which is this one just here. Sorry, the festive bauble, excuse me, which is that one there. And again, you can cut this into a box, or of course, there's loads of different ways that you're going to be able to use this. You've got the joyful wreath reef here as well. Now the great thing is all of this is not multiple cuts. What you're doing is one cut there, which is going to cut all the multiple layers for you to create the topper and also the matte layer as well. You've got the Star of Wonder coming in there, so definitely think about using a couple of these on the one project, a really lovely way to use them. The Christmas tree, that is coming for you, included in there as well. You're going to get the snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? I definitely want to build a snowman. Maybe not today though, it's very warm here in the northeast. We've also got the robin for you as well. All of them are coming in there. There is one more that I don't have any finished products for, and it is this one just here. It is the snowflake mandala, which is gorgeous. Bit of a sort of snowflake, a cross between a snowflake and a mandala. So really lovely, very versatile. I don't think you'd need to use that one for just Christmas specifically, that mandala one. You're also not just getting the dies, so you're getting 7 brand new dies. Now, these are a world exclusive launch today. Today is the launch day for them. I know you won't have seen them yet across in the USA. They're launching today also here in the UK as well, so that's why so many of you getting your hands on them immediately. We're going to throw in as well this here, which is our double-sided plates, as you can see there. Now in the UK you're saving £42. I know it doesn't say it there on your screen, but in the US you're saving $47 just over as well when you get it in this configuration. If you want to pick and choose, absolutely, you can do that. If you spend £40 or $40, you can save an extra 15%. Remember though, no one's going to be paying that price, are they? Because Platinum members in the UK, you're getting an extra 5% off. Everyone gets the extra 5% off. So Platinum members in the UK, you get it for just about 70. You get it for £76.75, I think. That was a bit of quick math there. I'm sure it's not far off. But very busy already on that. We'll be focusing a lot on this as we go through the show. Any questions that you've got about them, don't hesitate to drop them into me. I'm monitoring the conversation over on the Crafters TV Facebook page this morning as well. Loads of different people saying hi there. Karen, Monica, Diane, Astrid's in, Amanda's there, Carol, Helen. Oh, Helen's going to be with us a little bit later in the show as well. So do join us for that, because it's another show myself and Craig coming up a little bit later today for you as well. Right, the star of the show, without doubt, so far has been our members mega deal. Now, we launched this on Thursday. After we launched it in the Thursday shows, it actually sold out. Now the guys worked super hard in order to get to get a comparable deal back in stock for you, and that's exactly what they've done. The value is exactly the same. Now, $179.99 or $249.95 is the usual price of our Gemini machine. So what you get for that is you get everything you'd expect to get included as standard. You get your 2 clear cutting plates in there. You're going to get your magnetic shim, your metal shim, your embossing mat, your plastic shim too. You also get your user manual included in there as well as the free dies that you normally get as standard, and your embossing folders too. So you can see all of that just down there. That would cost you $179.99 or $249.95. Great value. We sell them all the time, day in, day out at that price. However, we wanted to do something really special to give something back to members during this event. So what we've done is we've crammed in over £100, $100 worth of free product. It's actually £105 worth of free product in the UK, $153 worth of free product in the US. We're not giving you, do you know what? I was saying this the other day, Debbie, when you go out and you buy like a kettle and then the free gift is like a free traffic cone or something ridiculous. So you think, well, I'm never going to use that with that. That's not what we've done here. We have given you some of the most amazing free gifts included, because you've got embossing folders in here. You've got creator cards. You've got edgeables. You've also got flourishes in here. You've got some of our signature collections. You've got sentiments. You've got stamped dies. You've got double-sided dies. You've even got nesting dies in here as well. The value is incredible. On the larger machine, the smaller one is also available as well. I'll tell you about that as we go through the show. The large machine's $179.99. As I said, you're saving over £100, over $150 on that price. Platinum members as well, because of the extra discount, you can get an extra $44.99 off of that, or you can get an extra $62.48 off of that if you're in the UK. I know, amazing value for money, however you look at it. Going to be very busy on that. We'll talk more about that as we go through the show, as we will the double-sided dies. Definitely get across onto our website as well, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. There you can watch and shop at the same time. You can also get yourself ahead and see some of the stuff further down the show that we might not even have time to bring you in this show today. But until then, I'm going to hand you back to Debbie because I know she is like a coiled spring over there waiting to do her first demo. A lot of love for your tropical blouse today. Debbie, I must say you are looking fantastic this morning.
Oh, bless your little heart. Yes, the health kick is going very well, Joe. I am really enjoying being on this health kick. Right, enough talk of the health kick. Let's talk about these fabulous dies. This is our painted technology die system. Because what does it do? It involves one die that cuts out 2 designs in one pass of your machine. And can I just say, what a fantastic machine. Joe saw my expression this morning when I come in and I went, what's this? I must have missed the last couple of days. Naughty me. But what an amazing deal that is on the machine. And this is what you're going to be able to use with the machine as well. This is our double-sided technology. Now I'm going to start with Mr. Snowman because I think he's absolutely super cute. I've kept him on the acetate just so that I can show you exactly what I mean by this one die with 2 designs. Now each one of the sets has got a couple of dies in there. So you can see he's got his lovely little jumper and his little fluffy hat. But if I turn this around, you can now see we've got the base and we've also got the extra detail. Now when I say extra detail, can I just take a moment to tell you what's on there? And when I've die cut it out, you'll see just exactly how incredible, how much detail is on here. And you're going to be able to build this lovely little character up in whatever choice of colours you want. I'm just choosing, I've got some mirror card here and I've got some white stamping card, but I just want to show you how easy it is to use. Now, like I said, this is painted technology. You will not get these dies anywhere else. This has been designed by Crafters Companion, obviously designed by Crafters for Crafters, because that's our motto here. But I'm going to show you how easy these are to use. Now, the most important thing, and you can see mine are well loved, is these gorgeous plates. Now, these plates are really important when it comes to our design. Now, Joe, did you flash your plates earlier?
Oh, beg your pardon?
Well, you know what I mean. Did you flash me your plates? Flash me your plates.
You get plates included in here, which is brilliant.
You do indeed. And there's 2 sizes. So we've got the Gemini Junior ones and the large Gemini as well. But these are the important plates that you need for double-sided technology because these are our double-sided cutting plates. Yours will look nice and clean like Joe's did. Mine are well loved, well used, but they are super tough, honestly, and it's to take that pressure from the die. When you think about that die going through your machine that's cutting on both sides, this is what you need. So that's why these are really important. So if you haven't got a set, just choose which size you want according to your machine. Don't forget the smaller ones though will go in.
So the smaller ones are coming included, Debbie.
Oh, are they coming included?
So the smaller ones are included. Oh,
Joe,
yeah.
shut the front door and everything else that you talk about.
Yeah, they're included, Debbie. Included.
That's amazing. I didn't know that little bit of nugget of information there. That's an absolutely stonking deal then. So you do need to use these though. Right, I could have saved myself a few seconds of talking there, Joe, if I'd have just been paying attention. Now, did I tell you something else about these dies? Can I just tell you, Joe, they're going to be brilliant for your bit box. Now, I hear you say, what's a bit box? Again, when I was talking about the Christmas papers that you have in your collection, I know as a crafter, you'll have a bit box that's full of little pieces of cardstock. Now I am going to use, for this particular one, I'm going to use white on this side and I'm going to sandwich these die in between 2 pieces of cardstock. So I'm going to take a little bit of blue as well. I want a little bit of blue for this part. But you're going to be able to run this through a few times as well. Now I've got one of those cutting plates. I'm going to place that on. So I've sandwiched the die in between the cardstock and I'm placing that onto the plate. I'm going to do the same with this one. So again, I've got a piece of white for his body. So I'm going to pop him down there. And then I've got a piece of blue to go over the top. And that's exactly what you do. Now, if you're not comfortable with just letting it run through freely, then you can tape a little bit of this down. But I'm just going to go straight in. And then what I'm doing is sandwich the die in between the cardstock, sandwiching now with the other cutting plate for the double-sided die onto the top. And then I'm going to bring in my 2 cutting plates because this is the next sandwich. I'm going to have to stop talking about food, Joe. I need to stop talking about food because the belly's already rumbling. And then all I'm going to do is sandwich those 2 together, and run that through the Gemini.
Wonderful.
Literally that simple.
Very busy already, Debbie,
I'm not
on the
surprised,
double-sided dies. Really, really busy there. Also super busy again for the Gemini. There's a penultimate day for that deal on the Gemini, Debbie, as well. We do also have all the plates and everything available for you over on the website, so go check over there if you need any bits and bobs to go with it too.
Right, Joe, so I've run it through and now you can see how many plates I've got on here. And if I just lift that off, you can see now I've got his little nose. He's going to have a little blue nose, a little hat. There we go. And then on this side as well, if I just lift those out, you can see he's got the rest of his little bits together. So I've got his jumper, I've got his little pom-pom and his little, what's this word called? The rim around your, the furry bit around your hat. What do they call it?
Oh, I don't know. The cuff, maybe?
Cuff, that's a good one.
Is it the cuff of your hat?
Yep, I'll go with that one.
Because it's the cuff of your sleeve, so I reckon it must be the same. The rim of your hat?
I think it is. I think that's what they call it, Joe. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn by saying that one, is it? I think that's right. But then when you take off this side...
I love that you ran that by me first.
I thought I'd better check with you, Joe, because you know what I'm like. I can get myself into trouble very, very easily. But there you can see his body. So I've got his body. But this one, let me just move this to one side for a second. Although I am going to run these through again because I want a little bit of white as well. So I'm just going to run another piece through. And this is what you're going to have the fun with, is that you can do this at home. So you can have a little play with these dies and just decide on the colour combination you want, the colour cardstock you want to use. And I'm just going to run that one back through again because I want a couple of pieces. But I'm going to show you just the attention to detail that I was talking about, and I'm going to show you when I pull these out of here. Just let this run through for a
Loads
second.
of our regulars grabbed hold of these already. Good morning, says Christine from upstate New York. Bought the new set, can't wait to receive it. Debbie looks smashing, says Denise. I agree. And Monica saying she loves the Joy Reef. That one's her favourite. Let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. I think the Snowman at the moment, Debbie, is the one that is out in the lead at the moment. And that'll be the first one to go. The Christmas tree not far behind. What one's your favourite, Debbie? We're not allowed favourites. If we were allowed favourites, Debbie, which one would be yours?
I'm going to have to say the Snowman because I think he's really super cute. But I do love all of them. But what I wanted to show you, Joe, I've just ran through again, but I'm just going to show you. Literally now, these are all the extra detail bits. So we've got his little eyes. I don't know if you can see those. Let me see if I can bring a darker piece underneath and put those onto there. But yeah, we've got even the little buttons. We've got his eyes on there. Let me just put that down there. We've even got his little smile. Let me pick that one up as well. So I'll pop his little smile down. But everything on here is all the extra detail. So you've got a couple of eyes. You've got a lovely little snowflake. And I just think these are so cute. And I can't get over the fact that I've done this in one pass. We've got a little bow tie going off there. Even got his little twiggy arms. I think they're super cute. And then look at this, even this little detail here, all these beautiful little stars, and then the buttons as well. All that on one side of the die, Joe. How fabulous is that? And then the fun bit is you're going to build it all up. So I've got all my little pieces here, and these are the ones that I did twice, although I've seen a few of them are still left on the plate. Let me bring the plate down. You can see there, I've got his twigs, I've got some little blue stars, his little smiley face right at top. I just think it's super, super cute. But like I said,
with just his eyes and his mouth there, it looks a bit like the Pillsbury Doughboy with just that, the dicky bow and the eyes and the mouth.
It's really, honestly, it's so, so cute. Now, I've got some tacky glue here, but you could use things like your Xyron. But I'm just going to use my tacky glue that's been decanted into my little bottle. Are these bottles back in stock yet?
They are. You can grab the all-purpose along with the tacky glue and the fine tip applicators. They're all available on the show for you. I'll recap that after your demo, Debbie. Kelly's saying that she loves the snowflake mandala. It is beautiful, that snowflake mandala. Cynthia loves the star. Lynn loves the snowman. I love them all, says Susan in upstate New York. Shunter over on YouTube has gone for these. Her first set of double-sided dies. I'm glad you've taken the leap. Snoozy Sonia says the snowman's her favourite. Karen loves the snowman and the Christmas tree. Shunter loves the snowman too. So it's Susan says she's a traditional girl, so it's going to be the star for her. That's a good point, Debbie, isn't it? It's a good mix of styles within here. So if you are up for something a bit cutesy, you've got it. You've got something a bit more traditional within here. Got a bit of everything.
Absolutely, and that's what I love about this collection. So you can see I put his little face together, and I'm just using these in blue and white at the moment, but you can take things like your alcohol markers. You could do it all in white and colour them into your choice. But that's just one little way of doing it. But I'm just going to make him in blue and white. I fancy him in a bit of blue and white. So the next thing is, let's pop his little body on. So there you can see his little woolly jumper. I just think this is fabulous. Do you know what you could do with these as well, Joe? You could run them through embossing folders and have a little texture going off there as well. But so you can see now his little body's coming together. He's got his little fluffy jumper on. Then we're going to put his hat on. So I'm going to have a white hat, and I'm just going to run a little bit of glue just again on the back, attach it to his head. There we go. Pop that down. Then we've got that lovely, what did we call it, Joe? What do we call this
cuff.
bit?
Let's go with the cuff.
We'll go with the cuff. So there you can see, we'll pop that onto the top, and these fit perfectly in there. So you could be making these up separately and then putting it together, but honestly, it's so cute. It really, look how it's coming together. A brim. A brim, right.
That's what it is.
The brim. He's even got his little addition that you can add on is his little pom-pom on the top of his hat. So again, where you can put different colours on there. Look how cute he is. Just make sure I've stuck him down. Then we've got his little twiggy arms. So put his little twiggy arms on there. He won't mind me saying that because that's what we make a snowman up with. I'm just going to turn him over though for a second because I'm going to put a little bit of glue just onto the back here. And again, you could use tape runner, entirely up to you what you stick this down with. I'm just using our tacky glue. Do we have a good, do we have some glues and that on the show today?
Yes, so you've got the all-purpose with the tacky, and you've got the 2 fine tip applicators as well. You can grab that. That is available for you. It is $16.50 in the UK, down from over £20, or $31 if you're in the US if you want to get those. Good little essential glue collection there for you.
Right, Joe, I'm going to give him a little bit of a snowflake design going off in his middle of his jumper there. We've even got those little extra details with the stars, so I'm just going to pop those on. This is where the fun starts. You start to build it up. It's like building your own little character. But I just think this is absolutely fabulous. I adore this collection so much. So cute. Oh, look, I'm already in love. He's so clear. Look at him. Let me just take him up a little bit so you can see him. But there you go. Look how cute he is when you start to build him up. Just let him dry off a little bit. I think I'm quite happy with that. But there's lots of other little elements on there because you can make him up. And I'll show you the one that I did last night. I literally sat at my craft table with a fan blowing on me, which is what I really need right now, Joe. It's incredibly warm in the studio today. But you can see I've used my little classy just for his little nose. I put the bow tie on because there is a little bow tie in there. Even the little stones. And do you know what I love? That attention to detail. They're not even. They're not right circles. Yeah. They're that lovely look that you would get with a true snowman, because that's what you'd do. You'd start looking around for things to actually put together. So, Joe, while I just reset to work, because I'm going to use one of the stamps as well, if I may, to finish this card off.
You grab your
stamps. Can I have a moment just to clear this?
Of course,
and then I'll grab
may.
The stamps. Is that
loads
all right?
of people commenting away over on Facebook at the moment. Very, very busy over there. A lot of love for the reef from Barbie and Teresa. Loads of you saying hello and good morning. People up bright and early this morning from the east coast to the west coast, all the way over to Australia as well. Let me just quickly recap what you get included in here then. So you're going to get the robin in here, which is gorgeous, that beautiful little robin. You've then got also the snowman as well, so you've got that one in there. We're going to include the Christmas tree for you. Remember, these are all brand new today, all a brand new launch, which is fantastic. The star, love the star. Star would make a great tag. You've got that reef in there, which is really lovely, very, very homely. And you've got the bauble. You're also getting as well the snowflake mandala, which is very, very cool. I really, really like that. I think if you cut that out of very thick tissue papers, it'd make lovely window decorations if you wanted to do a little festive window with that. So many different ways that you're going to use them. If you want to get it, you get all 7 that you can see there. You also get included the double-sided plates worth $12.99 or $16.95. We've included the Gemini ones, so you'll be able to use these for your Gemini or your Gemini Junior as well. So definitely great to get your hands on those. £105 or $139. Everyone saves $42.92 in the UK or $47.60 if you are in the US. However, remember, platinum members getting 25% off absolutely everything in show and also all the way across our website as well. Right, let me share with you some of the Christmas stamps that we've got for you on the show. They are our quirky stamps and they are so incredibly busy whenever we bring them to you. So let me just grab these. Now, what you've got here, firstly, it's a 9-piece bundle that you've got on the show today. So you've got this one here, which is Merry Christmas, which is going to allow you to create something gorgeous like that. You've then got in here as well, Naughty is the new nice, isn't it indeed? So that is coming for you there. You've then got this one, which is Keep Calm and Get Your Ho 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 On. I love these because they're like a bit... I think you either do traditional Christmas, don't you, or you do, not silly Christmas is the word, but quirky Christmas. These are definitely quirky Christmas. You've got I'm Santa's Favourite, which is that one just there. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. Love that one, heat embossed on front of the creator card there. Really lovely way to use it. This one here is kind of nice, kind of sentimental still, this one. Says it's not what's under the tree that matters, it's who's gathered around it, which you can see just there. And again, heat embossing. These all seem to lend themselves beautifully to heat embossing. This one just here is, sorry Santa, but Naughty just feels so nice. Doesn't it indeed? Sweet but twisted, I must be a candy cane, is what this one is here. I love this one because when it's coloured up, with some pen around there and a little bit of ink, it gives it a really, really lovely feel. And then finally, you've got this one here. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. I always say tinsel in a twist. Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. I'm obviously getting my tinsel in a tangle. You get all of them for that great price there, $18.50 or $25.50. I think stamps are just super versatile, aren't they, Debbie? Because there's so many different techniques you can do with them.
There is, and talking of techniques, that's exactly what I'm going to do with one of them right now, using our pigment ink pads, which I do believe are on the show, and if they're not, go check out the website. But these are oh, they're on the show. You see,
all individually.
Almost like I planned this, Joe. Almost like I planned it. But I'm going to use this ocean blue for this particular one, and the stamp that I'm choosing for this is it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Now, some of these stamps, Joe, I don't know if you've noticed, but some of them have got 2 designs in there, and this particular one actually has 2, so it's beginning to look a lot like, and you can see on the back, if I just turn that around for a second, you can see that you get the negative and the positive, but it means they layer up as well, Joe. So you could do a couple where you layer them up in 2 different colours. I'm just using one of them for this particular one. Debbie, which one shall we? I'll go with that one. So you're going to pop this on. Now, these are an acrylic stamp, so that means you don't need to use anything. You don't need to stick it onto anything because it will stick straight onto there. You'll just need to prime your stamp when it's brand new. Mine isn't brand new. You can see it's well loved. It's very coloured. But when you prime your stamp, you just need to get yourself some of your watermark ink pad, dab it over the top, and then pop your ink on, and it's good to go. A nice little prime there. But I'm using our pigment ink. Now, can I just tell you a little bit about pigment ink, Joe?
Of course.
Pigment ink is brilliant for, you can blend with it, but it's perfect for embossing, which is what I'm going to use it for right now, because it's got an open, longer drying time, which means it's not drying straight away, and it's got a little sticky element to it as well. So with it having the whole pigment to it, so all I'm doing is I'm going to give it a nice little coverage all over my stamp. And it's such a juicy, you can really see that juiciness there. I've took some white stamping card, which I've got here underneath. I'm just going to place that all around, nice coverage, and then literally I'm just going to stamp. Oh, I should have pulled Leanne's box out from underneath. Let me just pop that on the top.
Leanne's box?
Leanne's box, there? Yeah, it's somewhere. I've probably kicked it under a little bit because the last time I pulled it out, I tripped over it. So maybe not such a good tool to have.
If you're unfamiliar, or just find yourself getting a bit confused about our ink pads and which one's which and which ones you need, Derek and Leanne are going to be here on Friday with an ink pad masterclass featuring all of our different ink pads, Leanne. They're going to go through all of the differences between all of them and give you a good understanding of which ones do what, which is fantastic. Who
better to get that from than our lovely Queen of Spectrum, Leanne.
Indeed.
Absolutely fabulous. Now, that hasn't dried straight away, Joe, so it's giving me the time to be able to put on here some of our lovely clear embossing powder, although I do believe our Leanne has glittified this one. Does that make sense? There's getting a little glitter on there going off, so I'm just going to tap that off there, and I'm making sure that's all picked up. I'll just pop a little bit back in there as well, tap that off, and then I'm good to go when it comes to heat embossing. So I'm going to heat set it now with my heat gun. I'm just getting rid of all that piece, and let me move that out of the way and pop the top back on because Debbie tends to blow it everywhere. So I'm going to bring my heat gun in now, and I'm just going to let that warm up for a second. Now, I'll just give you a little top tip when you come to heat embossing. Make sure your heat tool is a nice heat. So don't take it straight from cold, straight when you turn it on, straight to your project. Give it a couple of seconds to get to that optimum temperature, and then you just pick that up, and let's just give that a nice little heat set. I'm just going to run that over the top. Now I know that our lovely Leanne's going to be bringing you so many top tips with this. I can't wait to actually watch the show.
It's going to be fabulous. You're going to go through all the different ones. Loads of people having a chat with us, having a natter over on social media. Debbie Malia says, okay, I'm back. Debbie Robertson, Crafts Companion, you are looking fabulous in that blouse. Loving it. Got my set of these double-sided topper and image dies orders and loving them all. They are all adorable. Plus my Gemini is ordered from the other day and can't wait for it to get here. Very, very busy on that Gemini deal. I don't recall, do you, Debbie, ever seeing a deal as good on the Gemini and the Gemini Junior?
It's an amazing deal. I'm absolutely blown away with what you get. And I thought it was going to be like a little bit more than what you pay for the machine, but it isn't.
No.
And the fact that you're getting all that, you're getting all those dies and embossing folders as well, Joe, in there, and you're getting some multimedia dies. Do you know those butterflies alone? Let me just tell you, I were after Bernie's earlier because Bernie had some. She's in the other studio, bless her. And I said to her, Bernie, I absolutely love those butterflies. I need a set. But honestly, they're gorgeous. But all that value is just insane. And not only that, you're getting the best machine that is out there right now. I can hand on heart say that. Whichever side my heart's on, I can never remember. And on heart is the best machine. I have never looked back. I bought mine well before I started with Crafters Companion. I bought it actually when it launched. Just brilliant machine, brilliant pressure. There's no other machine out there that works like it does. And it's my workhorse, and it is work to death because I use it all the time. I would never go back to any other machine than the Gemini. That I can guarantee, because it's just such immense pressure, an absolutely brilliant machine to have in your crafty stash. It makes, Joe, all the it takes all the hard work out of your crafting because it does it for you,
yeah,
which
absolutely.
I think is fabulous.
Very, very busy still again on that, Debbie, as well. A penultimate day to get that deal if you want it, so you will have to. It really will be making your mind up time. If I had a dress on, I'd rip it off, Debbie. Bucks Fizz fashion, just for you. Debbie's the biggest Bucks Fizz fan, aren't you, Debbie?
I am indeed.
She
I
really
thought you were
is.
referencing that just for me, Joe.
It was just for you. Absolutely, it was. Deanna saying, love that you use a pencil to pick the bits up. If I was the only person that did that.
My little sticky pencil.
What is Debbie using to pick it up? It's a sticky. Is it a regular pencil? Or is it a specific sort?
Yeah, it's a Stix 2. It's a Stix 2 sticky pencil. It's got like a little sticky end on there. Do you know though, if you haven't or can't find one, get yourself a pencil, stick some blue tack on the end. This is Debbie's top tip. Stick a bit of blue tack and it will act just the same. I've just had mine. You can see I've had mine quite a long time. It's a bit mucky. Don't come too close, Dan. Please don't come too close. It's a little bit dirty, but it picks up all my little gems, and these pieces especially picks it up beautifully. Now we're showing you my little globe. I've got my little globe and I've fussy cut that around. I've got that beautiful little enamelled finish on there as well, because that's what's happened now. I've used the embossing powder that's heat set. That you can see that lovely little shine on there. And shall we put a card together, Joe?
Oh, let's
get a card together. Now I'm making a little, one of my favourite cards is what we call a diorama card, which means it's a bit like a theatre card where you look inside something. Now if I just show you, I'll just tell you how I made this. I took 2 pieces of white stamping card and I measured these at exactly 10 inches. I'm going to hold it there so you can see it across. 10 inches across, so let me just pop that there, 10 inches across, and 6 inches down. You could do this in however size you want, but this is my personal favourite size. And then I took my scoreboard and I scored it at 1 inch, 2 inch, turned it around, 1 inch, 2 inch. And then I repeated that the second time, although on my second layer, I've actually used one of our nesting dies to create myself a little bit of an aperture. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to just bring in, I've already done a little bit of matting and layering with one of our paper pads. I do believe this is still on the website.
Oh, which one's it from? Do you know?
Oh, I think it's called the
Snowflake Flurry?
Do you know, I think
That
that's exactly what it's from, Joe. It's exactly
Fabulous.
that one. Yes, thank you. You're getting good, Joe.
Oh, honestly, if I was going to go on Mastermind, my chosen subject would now be Crafter's Companion product, circa January 2020 onwards.
Now, I've put my mat and layer on the back. I'm actually going to put this, I'll put that in afterwards so I can centralise it. So I'm just going to keep it there for a second and leave my little snowmen. What I'm just going to do now is put a little bit of glue going both down these sides. So for that, I am going to use my tape pen. So I'm going to put the tape just on one side, tape just down the other, and then I'm just going to attach this now. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it there. I'm going to bring that down flush because these are the bits that, and do you know this folds really nice and flat as well, Joe? It's a great little concept card.
What cardstock was it you were using for the base of this one?
Say that again, Joe.
What cardstock were you using for the base of this?
Well, need you ask, Joe? White stamping card. It's my only one I use. Do you know, I used to go out and buy lots of cards and envelopes, and then I just thought, why? You've got an ultimate sat at home, so you can make your own cards in envelope boxes, honestly, and then you can make your own card blanks as well. And this is exactly what I do. I don't waste my money anymore because I've got far better things to spend my pennies on, lots of graph stash, than cards and envelopes, because I can make my own. And that's exactly what I've done with that. And that's now created my lovely card very simply, very easily, and just use a nesting die. But you could take your craft knife or your craft ruler, Joe, and create your own little aperture. Now we're ready to decorate the sides. So let's pop on a little bit of glue going down here. And I've just used some of the contrasting paper, and I'm going to just mat and layer onto my tabs on both sides. Let's just pop that down there. I'm going to repeat exactly the same on the other side. Bring that out. Pop a little bit of glue down this one. There we go. And then pop that on. So now you can see it's all coming together. And then all I'm going to do is now add my globe, but I want a little bit of height. So I'm going to pop some of my favourite glue. Everyone knows me by now. It's my, Joe, I've got a fly on the set. He's going to make an appearance in a moment. He's going to appear on the glass mat. He's just literally lying here in front of me. He's honestly, look,
there he goes. He's
off. Flying around.
He's right. You've got your window open. He'll fly out. He's just having a little bit of an investigation there. Michelle knits for you on YouTube. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Michelle. Also, Malia says, I use my pokey tool. Oh, this is one for you, Debbie.
What's that?
Malia lightly dabs her pokey tool in a little bit of tacky glue and then uses that to pick little things up.
And I've done exactly the same thing. It's a fabulous idea. That really is a fabulous idea. So what I'm just going to do now is that you can see I've decorated a little snowman here. Oh, look, my tabs are falling off, Joe. Hang on a minute. Let me get that back on there. Let me just pop that in. It's a good job it hasn't set yet. That's the best thing about this Kalal glue. It hasn't set yet. So let me just pop that back just onto there. Press it right down. That's better. Not moving anywhere now, Joe. And then I'm just going to decorate. So bring back in some of these little pieces. I'll bring back in my other glue. Let's pop a little bit just down here because I'm going to pop on my little snowflake. No such thing as waste because I've got all my little bits that I didn't use just to decorate a little bit extra. Little bit of embellishment going off on now on the card. But literally, this is the fun part. You just build it up to however you want, whatever design you want, but you can see it coming together. And I think I'm just going to add, where's my little snowman that I made earlier? Yeah, he's dried off nicely now. Let's just add him to the back. There we go, 3D colour glue, Debbie, that's what you're looking for. Because again, I want a little bit of height. So I'm just going to pop him at the bottom where my snow globe is. So he's just hiding that. Look how cute are these. These are so cute.
You could use loads of them, I'm guessing, as well, on a project if you needed to.
You can, yeah. And I mean, I've got this now still left over from earlier. So I'm going to pop him in a little box and I'm going to use him another time. But that's what you can do. You can make these. And I'll just pop that there for a second. But you can make these up. You can build these characters up. Get a little bag or a little box. Pop them in there. And then when you're ready to add that little extra topper whether you want it to be smaller cards or bigger projects, you've got them ready, all made up, ready to hand to pop on there. I just think they're fabulous. The fact that you can cut out all of these in one pass of the machine is just sensational. And let's not forget, these lovely little quirky sentiments, Joe, work absolutely beautiful with this collection too. I love these. They are sensational new dies. I am so excited to be here this morning. Can't wait to show you more, Joe.
Yeah, they're so busy. Loads of you grabbing these already this morning. So here you've got that snowflake, as you know, the bauble, sorry, as you can see, or the ornament. This is great as well because it's been used to make some some little mini cards that match the box itself. What I love about these is they're not too big, and it means that it gives you loads of versatility. You can use multiple on a project, use them as tags if you want to use them as tags. You've also then got the Snowman, which is this one just here, the one that Debbie just used. Very busy for that one. Here's your most popular individually, closely followed by the Christmas tree. You've also got the Robin in here, which is that one. They're really lovely. I love that they're all very iconic Christmas images. This one here is your tree. Again, because of their size, they're great for allowing you to use them multiples. This one's been done using some of our acetate as well, which is a great way of using it. You've got the star here, and again you could really play around with the color combinations on the star, but also the textures. I'm thinking mirror, matte mirror, glitter, vellum, acetate. Lots you're going to be able to do with that one. You're also going to get the joy included as well, the joyful wreath, which is that one there, and we're going to include also, I think this might be one of my favorites, this is your snowflake mandala, which is so new. We didn't actually get any finished samples of that one. This one here is, these are your double-sided plates, of course, and you're going to get those included in this configuration as well, which is brilliant. Now, we've only shared with you a couple of bits that are on the show, but there is absolutely loads of stuff if you get yourself over on the website. So we've got some great Christmas embossing folders for you on the show. $13.98 if you want to grab these, or $19.90. Gets you 4 of those, 2 of them being our 3D embossing folders. So loads of dimension to your cardstock. The Essential Glue Trio kit is available. You've got the Collao Tacky Glue. You've also got your all-purpose in there, and you've got that fine tip glue applicator for you too. The gilding waxes. We had this deal on a Thursday, and it was very busy because you get you buy 4 and you get 1 free, which is a fantastic deal. So you're saving $11.99. You get in here the King Gold, the Antique Gold, the Renaissance, and the Silver as well. $47.96 or $67.96. Remember, everyone's getting an extra 5% off for this members event weekend as well. Now, something else that's been very busy are the trio of the metal cutting plates, because if you're cutting a lot of, using your dies for a lot of mixed media work, you cut a lot of fabric with your Gemini, this will be the one that you will go through. It's a half price deal as well, which is brilliant. They're normally $9.99 each. You can get 3 of them for $14.98 or $22.42. If you want to go for the junior option, we've got that for you as well. It's $10.48 or $11.92 there, as you can see. Right, we have got the machine available for you. Now, is it our members mega deal? The first members mega deal that we brought to you on both the machines. You can go for either of them. It's sold out on Thursday, the day that we launched it. It's been incredibly busy. $179.99 if you're going for the big Gemini. If you're going for the junior, it's $139.99. In the US, if you're going for the large one, $249.95. For the junior, $199.95. Everyone getting over £100 or $100 worth of free dies included as well. I'll tell you more about the pricing and how you get hold of it in just a moment. But Sarah was here the other day, and I mean, come on, she's the queen of Crafter's Companion, and she is going to run you through all the great things about our Gemini machines.
I cannot think of another die cutting machine in the market that will have sold even half the number that the Gemini has, right? So we've sold over 250,000 Geminis now worldwide, and you're probably already in that club. And for a lot of people, it's owning all the Geminis in the family. The big one is the workhorse. That's the one that sits on the table, that if you notice when I'm using it during the day, when I'm here doing Crafters TV, it's the large Gemini I have with my junior plates. I have the Gemini Junior still because this is the one that I put in my craft tote and I take around with me. This is too heavy to be carrying around. This is your workhorse. This is the one that is coming out with you, or maybe it's just that I'm sitting crafting with the kids, so we're doing it at the kitchen table instead of in my craft room because I won't let them touch all the stuff in my craft room. This is the one that I bring downstairs and we all sit and work on. That's why a lot of people have both of the machines. Now, what I would say is, like you said, Joe, it's the professional craft people in the industry. So it's people who maybe get paid by other companies to promote their die cutting machines, and you'll see on TV that's the die cutting machine they'll use. Then they'll be chatting to me in the green room saying, hey, I wouldn't be without your Gemini. It's what I do all my prep work with at home. And it's the speed and the accuracy and the fact that every time you cut, you get that sheer amount of pressure. Now, something I want you to understand is, we are not a machine company, right? Which is really important because most machine companies look to make their money out of selling machines. And also they'll have a game plan. They can't just be a one-trick pony and sell one machine. They'll bring a machine out and then a couple of years later they'll upgrade the machine. Then a couple of years later they'll upgrade it again. So you've got to go on that journey. A little bit like when you buy the latest phone. And 18 months later you need to buy the upgrade model. And 18 months later you're on the upgrade model again. That's not us. We're a die company. I want you all to buy hundreds and hundreds of my amazing dies. So we took the decision, which is quite a brave and bold one, that if we put all of the pressure we possibly can into every Gemini machine from the very first ones off the production line, they're made to the same specification now as they were 5 years ago. Once you invest in that machine and you have that machine home, you won't ever need to replace that. 5 years down the line, how many people now are still crafting with the Gemini machine they bought 5 years ago? And then we do the clever things like, we knew that we were trying to work on the technology for the foil press, but what I didn't want is for the hundreds of thousands of people who'd bought a Gemini, then we bring foil press out and you've got to buy the upgraded Gemini machine which has the heat sensors in for you to be able to do it. So we just built heat sensors into every Gemini from the off, knowing we wanted to do that technology. Last year we brought double-sided dies out. So then we have all the technology. You need the pressure to work with the double-sided dies. All you need to buy extra is the plates, which are pennies, really, compared to the technology that you can do. Now, I know we've got new technology launching in October this week for our birthday event. It only is compatible with the large Gemini machine. And that's not because we're saying, oh, those of you that have the Junior, you don't count. It's the size of that technology. So the size, you need the larger opening. Your large Gemini machine is a 9-inch opening. The Junior is just a little smaller 6-inch opening. So if you have the Junior and you're going for the Gemini, let me tell you, at some point you will buy the other Gemini machine. At some point you will do away with whatever other die cutting machines you have. If you've got the little mini, then you've got the little quick ones ready to go. And then other than that, there's no other machine that you need. You'll disregard everything else. You will move over to Geminis at some point and never look back. So why not do it while we've got the £100 bundle of freebies in there? You get the extra 5% discount. So Platinum members, you are only paying 75% of the regular price. And also you're getting double points, which is just going to take you to that next band for next year. And also you're getting that £100 bundle of freebies. Plus we're going to ship it to you for free. Plus we're going to throw in the tote bag for free. Our members event is literally the best time to take advantage of big deals like this. That's why we've got the awesome offer on. That's why it's sold out halfway into the second show when it's supposed to be going all weekend. That's why I wouldn't let it sell out, and I'm going to just slightly change up the deal so that you don't need to miss out on it, because trust me, it is a deal not to be missed out on.
It is really an incredible machine. I had thought that it was all just about, card making, but it isn't. There's so many other mediums you can go through with that. Right, I just want to recap the pricing on this and how you're getting hold of it. The Big Gemini, firstly, so the combined price on the Big Gemini. So basically, if you were paying for the machine, getting everything you get is done, and you had to pay for all the extra dies, your price today would be $285.89 in the UK or $403.45 if you're in the US. So everyone's got a great saving. Everyone's saving $105.90 or $153.50, which is brilliant. That is the price of all of those freebies that I included. However, Platinum members, you're going to get an extra $44.99 in the UK off of that, or an extra $62.48 off of that in the US. That means you're going to pay, if you're a Platinum member today, £135 for the Gemini, or $187. So really, you're paying, in theory, £35 for the Gemini, because you're getting £100 of freebies worth in there as well. Also, with the Junior, combined price on the Junior, £245 or $353 should be what you're paying. However, today everyone gets it for $139.99 or $199.95. Platinum members get an extra $34.99 off of that. So it means that it's quite unbelievable. Platinum members, you can get the Junior today for £105. Now, the dies that you're getting included are worth $105.90. So basically, we're paying you 90 pence to take the machine off of us today, if you think about it like that. The value is extraordinary. In the US, you get an extra $49.98 off of that if you're a Platinum member. So you pay $149.97, but you're getting $153 worth of dies included in there. Gives you an idea of how fantastic the deal is. It did sell out on the day that we launched that members mega deal. We've restocked it with a back in stock. The value is the same, but we have, I'm hearing, less than 300 to go around now. So it is very, very busy on that deal. Right, loads of you still commenting away over on the socials. Let's see what everyone's up to. Oh, it's someone's birthday. Denise says, I'd love to see Sarah's craft room. Maybe we'll ask her. Maybe she can give us a look. This will be a good one. How long does that chunky glue take to harden or dry? Asked Christine Mahoney.
It's about 20 to 30 minutes for me.
Okay.
But if you want it to really solidify and get really hard, leave it for a few hours. But honestly, when I've usually made something here before the end of the show, Joe, all good to go, I can transport it back wherever I need to transport it. It doesn't take that long. And I suppose in this weather, can we just say, probably take nanoseconds, because it's so hot, it really is. But yeah, it doesn't take that long to get to that hard, solidified stage where it really does grab. I personally love it because it gives you that 3D feel where you can get your projects as well, but it does all sorts of other things as well. Let me just tell you, it's come in handy for many other things. Non-craft related, shall we just say.
Always good to know. Trish, also, it's her birthday on Tuesday. She bought herself the Gemini and it's arrived already. Oh,
wow.
Congratulations. Happy birthday for Tuesday, Trish. Right, Debbie, what do you want to show us next with this brand new exclusive collection?
We're going to talk Christmas tree. I love this. Can I just say, Joe, as well, some of these dies, the versatility wise, we talk about card making and all those other things as well. If you love your journaling and I've got a little grandson due at Christmas, those kind of things, you could pop these in, use them in your journaling. Do you know what else you could do with them, Joe? Make your own Christmas decorations too.
Great idea.
I just think these dies really are super versatile, but so easy to use. So I'm going to go back and show you exactly what this is. So again, Christmas tree comes to you in 2 dies, but with 4 designs. And this for me is why these dies, this technology is super brilliant. It's so easy to use. It is one pass of the machine and it was going to cut out 4 different things. So let's think about this. You would have to have 4 dies to do what I'm going to do. So that means more space that it holds up in your craft room or your craft area or your craft boxes, wherever you store them. Not anymore, because it's a space saving device, but it's also, it cuts that time in half, Joe. It makes it a lot more easier, a lot more fun. So with that said, let's show you this one. Now, I'm going to use again these 2 plates that come with the bundle. Can't get over that. Just can't get over that, Joe. And all the cases now is just choosing your cardstock again. Now I'm going to use some luxury glitter card. So, because this is luxury glitter card and because this die is cutting through 2 pieces at one time, I am going to bring in my metal shim. I'll just tell you my new metal shim because Debbie forgot hers. So I've had to borrow the studio one. Well, Joe lent it me. It was a secret stash hidden away. Shh.
Which one was this? The new plates. Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Debbie, no, we'll not tell anybody. But it's just a case of finding what design, what colour you want to go. So I think I'm going to have some nice sparkly snowflakes. So I'm going to place that down. So again, if you think about this, you are sandwiching this die in between 2 pieces of your chosen cardstock. Shall we have, let's have a little bit of, I'll have a little bit of green. So again, I'm going to sandwich that on and I'm going to place that down onto my cutting plate. However, because I am cutting into cardstock, I am just going to bring in my metal shim for this one, Joe. So, and that's because this is encapsulated glitter cardstock that's got an extra coating on it, and it just means sometimes you need to place a little bit of extra oomph through to cut through to get that lovely cut. Does that make sense, Joe?
Makes total sense.
Absolutely. Now then, my other design, I think I'm going to have a little piece of white. So you can see I've got all at the side of me, I've got lots of little bits. Again, going back to that bit box, I know full well you've got a bit box too, or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 bit boxes, depending on if you can part with things like Debbie
wonder who's
usually
got
can't.
the bit box record watching us today. I'm sure there'll be. I guess it depends on the size of the box, doesn't it, as well? You can definitely send us pictures of what's in your bit box, though.
I don't show you mine, Joe. It's taken over a craft room. Right, so again, I'm sandwiching that die that's got the 2 designs on that one die in between the cardstock. And then I'm going to pop on the top there now my other sandwich, my other die cutting plate. I'm then bringing in the 2 cutting plates. One goes on the bottom. So let's just pick that up, slide that off, pop that onto there. And then exactly the same, I'm going to pop that onto the top. And that is as simple as your sandwich will be with double-sided die technology. And then I'm going to run that through my Gemini. Now I am using the larger Gemini with my Gemini Junior plates only because what does it do, Joe? Cuts down the time even more. I love it. Absolutely love it. So when we bring this off now, we'll lift those off, take all my plates out. And there you can see now I have got, let's lift this off. You could actually reuse these bits, Joe, because look, it's a little aperture
Be a
going
little
off
mask,
there.
be a great little mask, wouldn't it? Or
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, I've got my, and I'll just pop these down at the side of me. So I've got me outline die there. Then we've got this die. Now, another little top tip that I'm going to give you is no doing any tapping on the side, tapping on your plate, trying to get it out, because you'll have Leanne coming round to your door.
You'll be in the
if you
law
do.
court, Leanne.
You will do. So you just release it. But can I tell you, all these bits that are in here, Joe, as well, there is some little release holes at the back that you just push out, and you can see now, do you know what I've got? I've got lots of Christmas decorations and baubles. Do you know what else these could be for? Christmas shaker cards. Absolutely. So you could use those pieces as well. However, I don't want to use them in this particular demo, but they're always useful to have. Grab yourself a little Tupperware box and stick them all in there. They'll come in handy. But you can see now that one is the solid tree, and then that's the lovely decorative design there. That is one way of using it, where you could pop that on the top. But then let's not forget, we've got this beautiful, and I'll turn it this way so you can see it, because at the moment on glitter cards,
Christine Mahoney's got a great question, Debbie.
Yes.
If you were using one side of the double-sided die, would you still have to cut something on the other side, or can you just run it through with cardstock on one side?
I personally would put a spare piece of card there, and not only, I mean, you're saving time at the end of the day, but you're also protecting your plate, because all it's going to do is cut into the plate, because it's a cutting edge. If you think about it, it's a cutting edge. So my own personal little top tip would be definitely put something there. Why would you waste that die not doing anything? I personally would pop a little piece in there, but there's no right or wrong questions to that. It's a personal choice again, but I personally myself would definitely have a spare piece, whether it be a white piece of card, and then just use it for another occasion should you wish to do so. So again, I've now got another piece cut out. Let me pop that onto a piece of dark card so you can see it, Joe. But look at this. You've got that beautiful intricacy of all those snowflakes on those garlands running around. So I've got 2 pieces there, 1 piece, and then lastly, oh, I just love, honestly, this, you know, say I didn't have a favourite, Joe.
Right.
I think I might have a little favourite
Is it this
going
one?
off, because the Christmas tree is so cute. But all you're going to do is literally poke out all these little pieces, and you can see then that one pass of the machine, I have cut out 4 different designs, which I just think is sensational.
Is that your waste there that's in that green part?
This is all my waste.
No,
but
the
again,
bit that's next to your tree, is that waste there, or is that part of your project? No, the other side.
This bit?
Yeah, that bit.
No, that's me little pieces of cardstock. Do you know my little bit box from my bit box?
Right, but that's not part of the...
This is part of it.
But oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, look,
So
I'll tell you what. No, Joe, it's all right. Look, 1, 2, 3, this is me 4 designs,
Right.
2 dies, One
You know
pass
what I
of the
thought
machine.
it was? I thought that was an aperture in that piece of green card, and I could see your mat coming through from behind on the overhead.
Ah, yes, I get you, Joe.
But actually, you could use that. I guess it would give you a lovely bit of waste, wouldn't it, afterwards to play with?
Absolutely. So again, I'm just going to poke that last little piece through there. Let's just release that out. Let me just chuck it in the bin, Joe. Let me get it over there so I can pop it in the bin. Oops, there's still one left. Come out, you little rascal. Let's get that out there. There we go.
Do you talk to your craft when you're at home,
I talk all the time to my craft pieces. Don't ask me why, Joe. Don't ask me why. But I just want to show you. So you've shown you that one way you can layer it up. So you could put that on the top and you've got a gorgeous Christmas design. You could... Let me lift that off. You could pop your back Christmas piece there and then your wording over the top as well. So that's another design. Or then you can put lastly your other piece with that beautiful snowflake flurry over that design. Three different ways of using it. And I've already pre-done some, Joe, so that we've got some ready to stick together. It's just then a case of what glue you're going to use. Are we going to use things like, are our tape pens back in stock yet?
No, it's a bit of a sore subject, Debbie. Don't
Are our Xyrons back in stock
Don't
yet?
mention the tape pens.
Are the
or
Xyrons back in stock?
I'm not sure.
Right,
Double
okay.
check. We've got some glue though.
Well, do
There
you
you
know
go.
what?
Essential
Do you
glue's
know
there.
what, Joe? Glue is. There's all sorts of glues for lots of different jobs. Do you know what else we could do? We could bring Brenda into the equation.
Oh,
although
yes,
Debbie,
we could.
Debbie nearly broke. Well, actually, Debbie did break Brenda, and so I had to get someone to quickly fix it because I
When?
thought I'll get. You didn't see it, Joe. I picked Brenda up and she fell to bits.
When? Recently?
Like about an hour ago.
Oh, no, new improved Brenda.
No improved Brenda. I picked her up. She fell apart on me. See, I've been having a few
improved.
mishaps this morning,
If
Joe.
you were tuning in and thinking, who on earth is Brenda and who are they talking about? We'll show you Brenda. Brenda the spray booth, of course. She's got a new design. Do you want to collapse her down?
Oh, she collapses.
She's
Did I not break
collapsible,
her?
yeah. No, you didn't break her.
I thought I
Did you
broke
not know it
her.
was collapsible?
I didn't
collapse it.
realise she was
think
collapsible.
I think you push her side flaps in. There you go. No, do you? Yes, you do. Push that bit in. Push that bit in.
Don't
Do
let
you?
me break Brenda again. Liam will be
back
having
first.
to come running.
Put the back flap up first.
Back flap up.
Push the back wall up. That's it. And then squeeze the side flaps. There you go.
Oh, I love Brenda. You know, I've got a Brenda at home. She's
Have
a little
you?
cardboard box that's
Right.
hasn't been pimped up, shall we say. But I love this.
Pimp
I
my
need
Brenda.
a Brenda in my life. I thought I broke her.
No.
Oh, they had me on earlier.
How funny.
I picked her up and she
Liam.
fell to bits.
Liam that builds all of our on-screen graphics made Brenda. Yeah.
Right,
How fabulous.
I need to speak to Liam.
He's in the other studio.
I need a Brenda in my life. I'm going to ask him to make me a Brenda is what I'm going to do.
There you go. He's going to have a long list of orders at this rate. Loads of you still commenting away. Kelly's saying, I'm so new to card making. I've just ordered lots of Centura Pearl and regular cardstock. Just wondering if I need to add stamping or the Nina watercolour opinions. Debbie, opinions.
So what was that she was adding
She's
to
new
a
to
box?
card making. She's ordered
Yep.
lots of Centura Pearl and regular cardstock. Do you think she needs to get any stamping, Nina or watercolour cardstocks?
Can we say all of the above? Genuinely,
Yeah.
genuinely, watercolour cardstock is perfect for things that are water-based, like Sarah had some sparkle pens on yesterday, I believe.
We might have those back tomorrow, you and me, Debbie.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited because I thought I weren't going to get a chance to play with them, and I love sparkles. So that would be perfect for your sparkle pens or your aqua markers. Your Nina cardstock is perfect for all your alcohol marker colouring, but it is a super smooth cardstock as well, Joe. So it literally is a real versatile one to have. Honestly, if I was doing anything, I would definitely say go for all of the above because you are going to use them at some point during your crafting, and while you've got the chance to get them now. I definitely would. Right, Joe, I've actually just popped mine together. So now I've got 3 lovely Christmas trees with 3 different designs. You can see I've popped on the back there. I've put my little snowflakes going off. I've still got all my spare bits here. And when I say spare bits, these are bits that, do you know what I said earlier about sticking them in a box, getting them all ready? This is what I would be doing, Joe. I'd be making sure I've got lots of these all made up, all ready, good to go. Stick them in a box because you never know when they're going to come in useful or when someone comes knocking at your door very late at night. Can you make me a card quickly? And your answer is, yes, I can. Yes, I can, because you've got them all to hand. Right, so that's all ready. So what I'm going to do, Joe, now is, if I may, We've got some embossing folders on the show today as well, haven't we? I thought we did. So I'm so glad I fetched mine with me because I love embossing. Joe knows me really well. He said, you love a bit of embossing, don't you, Debs?
Oh, you're obsessed, Debbie.
I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I'm not going to lie. Embossing folders are fabulous. Now, we've got a great set of, is it 4 that we've got in this pack, Joe? Are these?
You have got 4 in the pack. Fabulous. Would you like me to whiz you through what ones you're getting?
Yes, please. I'm just going to run this through.
Whilst you're whizzing, I'll run you through. You're going to get in there Sparkling Snowflake, which is this one just here, which is gorgeous. You've also got in here Holly Vine Swirl. Now that one's great for Christmas, but I think you're going to use that all the year through too. You've got this one here, which is your Under the Mistletoe. Pucker up under the mistletoe with that one. Let me show you the back so you can see a little bit there what you're getting. And then you've got this one here, which is your Decorative Holly, and you can see exactly how that is going to cut out. You get all 4 of those if you want them, $13.98 or $19.90. Great price, those ones, Debbie.
Absolutely they are, and they turn a piece of cardstock into something sensational, which is why I adore embossing folders. I'm not going to admit, in fact I probably lost count, but I'm not going to admit to how many I actually own because it's quite a lot. And I know I'm not the only one. I know you sat there thinking, yes, Debbie, I've got quite a few in my collection too. But these are fabulous. And if I get a chance during the show, I'll show you every one of the designs. This one is that beautiful. And I'll come over there, Sparkling Snow. I don't think you can see, can you see that on there? Oh, there we go. There we go. Look how gorgeous. That's turned that piece of white stamping card into something really fabulous. And I'm keeping it really plain. But if you think of taking your inks into there, into the equation, bringing your inks over and just lightly covering over your gilding waxes, oh, honestly, you're going to have the time of your life. What it's going to do to this cardstock is amazing, which is why I love them, and a fabulous price as well. Now, shall I put a card together, Joe?
Oh, yes,
let's get a card.
indeed.
I'm going to make one of my favourite style cards this time. I've actually brought my Schoolmaster in because I want to show you. I'll tell you how I've made this. I'm going to make a Teepee card. So a Teepee card is one of my favourite card blanks again. And I say card blanks, I'm making everything from scratch with a piece of stamping card. This is 10 by 5 inches, so 10 inches across by 5 inches. This one is 5 by 5. And all I'm going to do, Joe, is, let me just bring that down there for a second. What have you done with your little
The Christmas tree has jumped into the lead. It is your favourite one at the moment. Lots of you sharing ideas. Lots of you talking about how much you love your Geminis as well. Anastasia says she loves hers. Diana says she's waiting for the junior because she goes crafting once a month with friends, so she can take that one with her as well. Who is it saying they own all 4 of them? Oh, you'll love this. Talking of Christmas trees, Debbie. Tammy says her Christmas tree has been up for 4 years straight. We sometimes decorate it for whatever holiday is coming up, like Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, 4th of July. We turn its lights on every so often too, just because they're pretty. My sister says we're just lazy. How fabulous.
I love it.
You do you, I say. Julie as well, Julie Thomas, one of our lovely previous craft ambassadors. She says, morning Joe and Debbie, you know how much I love my double-sided dies. Shopping time.
Absolutely.
Shunter's asking, can you use other types of materials with the double-sided dies, Debbie?
Yes, you can. Yes,
Okay.
you can. So I've used foam before, so you can cut it with foam and lots of other different cardstock, mirror cardstock, plain cardstock. I'm trying to think of other things that you
Could you
put
do
it out
things
with.
like vellum and acetate?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Give it a
Cool.
go. You probably need your metal shim. Do you know, I showed you with the glitter cardstock,
Yeah.
because it's got that. It's more of a denser material, so you need to just give it a little bit of an extra oomph. Because don't forget, these aren't multimedia dies, but they're a very powerful die. That 2 designs in that one die. So yes, definitely use your metal plate to give it some oomph.
Wonderful.
Now, Joe, I've been doing a bit of scoring while we were talking there.
Fabulous.
So my 10 by 5 now has been scored at 5 in the middle, and then I took from the top part down to the bottom corner a score line, top line down to the score line, and again with this one I turned it diagonal and went straight down the middle, so that you can see now when you fold this over, and I'll just quickly fold these, give them a nice burnish. So I'll pop that across.
And this is a what card? A Teepee card?
This
did
is
you
a
say?
Teepee card. So when you bring this round, you can see now I've got a bit of a wigwam going off. Let me just hold that there. However, at the moment it's the wigwam that's had one too many and fallen over, because it needs a little leg. And this is where this piece comes in. because this is going to be that said leg. So that's where your teepee design comes in. So it gives that lovely wigwam.
So when
very
it opens
simple,
out
very
then,
easy
Debbie,
to do.
it's all connected together, is it, when it opens out?
Absolutely. I'm just going to bring your mine in now, because what you would then do, and I've actually stuck mine together, but if I just show you for a second, what you do is you place it onto your piece of cardstock. So you can see now that leg is attached. Take your runny glue and run all the way down. Now,
not your chunky glue, your runny glue this time.
Runny glue. This time you need a bit of wiggle time to get it into place, Joe. So it's important.
We're going to need a
use...
little book of abbreviations, I think, soon for you and me,
Oh,
Debbie,
I'm
about
so
what we
sorry,
call things.
yes.
No, it's fine.
All-purpose
it's the
glue.
all-purpose one. Yes, I think it's brilliant how we give things their own little names.
I do. I give them a little name, and it's just so that I can differentiate between the two. But there you go. That is how you connect that card together. You let that dry, because it needs a bit of drying time, although it doesn't take that long. Wonderful thing about it is as well, if it splodges out at the side, another technical term, splodge through the side, you just rub it with your finger and off it comes. They're like little, I don't want to say that word. No, I'm not going to say that word. A gloob. Okay. Yeah, I say it quietly.
Bernie's sat out. Yeah. Bernie's finished her show on Create and Craft. She sat outside. She just messaged me in the comments. It's 26 degrees out there, Debbie.
No wonder we're warm in here. No wonder it's warm. I keep wafting myself with my cards. Now I'm going to let that dry, because this one I let dry earlier. But if you just pop that down, it's ready now to decorate. So going back to that embossing folder, I've actually just chopped these down. Now I'm going to tell you the sizing for this particular one. So if you think about these squares now, these squares are 5 by 5, because that folds up to 5 by 5 with a little leg on the bottom. So when you're cutting down your mat and layers, I go down 1/4 of an increment. So I cut myself a 4 3/4 square in green glitter card and snapped it in half. Snapped it? That's not a technical term. Cut it in half with a guillotine. I didn't snap it at all. And then exactly the same
Very
with the
aggressive
white
today
one.
with your car, your crafting.
It's the seat. It's the seat. The white one, I did exactly the same. So I went to 4.5 by 4.5 and cut it in half, and they fit on perfectly, so you get that perfect precision mat and layer. Let me just...
Julie's really happy that you're showing this again, because she remembers you doing it at Craftiganza last year, but
Absolutely.
she'd forgotten the measurements, so she's glad that you've done it, which is a really good point to mention. All of our shows, you can go back and watch them all back again. So Julie, you'll never lose your measurements again for your wigwam card.
Wigwam, I love that one. Wigwam, teepee, whatever you want to call this one. Super simple to do though, but really, really effective, and just lends itself to this gorgeous design that I'm going to use. Now, all I'm doing is placing... Debbie, get the wonk off. Let me just... I should have used my runny glue, Joe. This is where my technical term. I should have used me all-purpose. Get that into place. There, that's better. I'm going to leave my leg free though. I'm not going to decorate my leg, for a reason, and I'll show you in a moment. But then I'm just going to literally pop this on, decorate each panel, and then you've got, apart from you'll need a Velcro dot, although saying that, Joe, you could use things like ribbon. Could use a bit of ribbon. Oh, Debbie, why aren't you using your runny glue? Stop using your tape pen. Runny glue, let's change up. Let's change tack. There we go. I can change.
This just shows that it's good to have everything, isn't it? So you've got your tape pens, you've got your all-purpose, you've got your tacky glue. You've got everything you need to take you through every single job. Who is it? Lorna Jane says we need a Brenda workshop. She needs to know how to make a folding Brenda in life. Maybe you'll be able to buy a folding Brenda soon. Maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to commission it. Evelyn says, what sort of an envelope would you make for this, Debbie?
I personally put mine into a box. However, if you think about the size, and I'll give you the size, because you've put the leg on there, it takes it to a 7.5 by 5. So I would just make it slightly bigger. So I'd go 8 by 6. And that's probably, 8 by 6 gives plenty of space. But if you're making a box, that's exactly what you could do. Now, I'm all ready to go. I'm just going to pop on my little Velcro spot for a second, Joe, and then we're going to do a bit of decoration. So Velcro dots, you can buy cheapest chips on websites.
Cheapest chips?
Cheapest chips. These are self-adhesive ones, but easiest way that I can recommend is that when you've got a Velcro dot, you take one side of the backing off, you get ready to place it into where you want it to go. So I want it to go on this end here. Pop that down and keep it close together, so it means that when you fold it over, it makes it incredibly easy to put together and hold that in place. Now, I've got my little TP card going off, Joe. I'm all ready to do a bit of decoration with my lovely little Christmas trees. So I'm going to bring back in my 3D collal glue, Joe. There we go. So all I'm going to do now is decorate each panel, and I'm going to pop on the back a nice bit of, stop saying chunky, Debbie, a nice bit of glue just to decorate. There we go. So I'm going to pop one on that panel, turn it around, bring this in, and pop another one on another panel. Let me turn that round, make sure I've got my trees on straight. And then lastly, my last panel, I'm going to place that one just on the corner. Whoops. Pick your card up. I'm trying to do it back to front and upside down, Joe. Never works well when I'm on doing this. Let me turn it round so I can get it centralised. Don't know why I'm trying to do it higgledy-piggledy. There we go. So now I've got all my trees on there, ready to go, and I'm just going to add myself a little...
These might be lovely for work cards, Debbie, I'm thinking, just because then people can put them on their desk. The problem is you put a card on your desk, it's always getting blown over or knocked over, isn't it? You know,
Absolutely.
It's falling off your desk. These are great because you can just pop them up, pop them next to your PC on your desk, and they'd look beautiful.
Absolutely, they would. So I'm going to let that dry now, and we'll come back to that, and I'll tell you now that glue will have dried before the end of the show. We've got 45 minutes left. So I'm going to let that dry off and stand that in a corner. But there you go. This is what we're talking about. These these layerable topper dies. Oh, Joe, I knew I'd get me tongue wait a minute. My tongue twisted. My tongue tied twisted. You know what I mean, Joe. You know what I mean.
I know.
The moment.
Look, I speak Debbie. I'm fluent in Debbie. Don't you worry about that. I know exactly what you mean. Now, let me take you through these embossing folders. Very, very busy on these. So these are the 4 that you are getting in here. So let me just lay that down. There we are. So you've got the snowflake one here, which gives you this gorgeous feeling just there. You can see that's done with a little bit of gilding wax. The gilding waxes are available on the show today as well. They're on a special deal for you too. This one here is the holly vine swirls that you've got. Love that one. Really lovely as a background. Picked out again with a little bit of gilding wax. A really nice way to use it. The next one you've got here is Under the Mistletoe, who's puckering up this Christmas with this one. You can see there a really beautiful card. It's been coloured back in, just painted back in there, which is beautiful. And then what you've got is this one just here, which is the decorative holly. And again, this one makes a really gorgeous background, as you can see just there. $13.98 or $19.90 if you want to get hold of all of those. Getting busier and busier there on those ones. I need to run you through again the main collection of our brand new launch. Now, they are available individually. They're also on a spend 40, save an extra 15% if you're going for the individuals. However, the best way to get the best value with these is to go for that main collection. When you go for that main collection, we're also going to include those double-sided plates for your Gemini Junior. These will also go through your big Gemini if you just rotate them the other way round too. £105 or $139. Remember, everyone's going to get their Club Inspired discount off of that, and everyone getting an extra 5% as well, because we are in the midst of our members event, and everyone getting double points. It's also worth saying you get the double points on the original amount. So $139, if you got this in the US, you'd get 139 points. No matter if you're going to pay substantially less than that, you get the points on the full value, which is great. You get those plates included. Don't forget, you'd also automatically qualify for the free gift. Forget Gucci, Debbie, or Fendi, or Prada, or Louis Vuitton. Oh no, it's all about the Crafter's Companion tote bag as well. These will be added to every basket spend of over £40 or $40 while stocks last. If it runs out before the end of tomorrow night, which could happen, then we'll stop adding. If there's any left over at the weekend, then we may offer them up on sale at a later date. Right, do you want to whiz us through some of the other great ways of using these, Debbie?
Oh, I do, Joe, because we're talking about making your card blanks, getting your Christmas paper, and I know there's a few in you that agreed with me. I've been reading the comments that you have lots of Christmas papers in your stash. Make yourself some card blanks and decorate them without adding the toppers, because you can make your toppers up. These are what these are for. And then bring out those card blanks that are already decorated and make yourself some gorgeous, cute Christmas cards, because this is what you're going to be able to do. Look how gorgeous, can I just say how gorgeous this little snowman is. Using different coloured cardstock from your bit box, taking your sparkle pens, you can do whatever you want. Can you imagine having that all sparkled up, Joe? That little rim of his hat would look stunning. But showing you what you can do with your embossing folders in the background, with the stash that you have with, I mean, just think they're fabulous. I mean, look, even adding little details like this, just absolutely finish it off. Even down to this ribbon here, that snowflake that we've used on there. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Now then, Christmas trees. Look at this one, Joe. It is a stepper card with a Christmas tree.
It's a Christmas forest.
It is a Christmas forest. It's absolutely gorgeous. What I love about this one, though, is the fact that you've got 3 different ways you can use this die set. It's absolutely fabulous, and each one looks different every single time. So, oh my God, that's Debbie's mat from earlier. What's that doing in there, Joe?
What is it?
I don't even ask. So again, look, the beautiful robin. I think he's really cute, even down to this little detail of a present. But it not only has a present. Where's my other one gone, Joe? Give me a second, Joe, while I just find. Oh, he's here. Look at him on a box. Look at this. Look how exquisite that box is. I mean, come on. How much would you walk into an high street store and pay for a box with that detail? Honestly, Joe, these are stunning. They're going to really set your makes out from the crowd. They're going to stand out from the crowd because they're all so beautiful, no matter which one you use. Look, very similar to what I did, but on a bigger scale. This is a diorama card with the Star of Wonder. Do you know, I'm trying to get my camera angle right.
I love that
Debbie, there.
sparkle
Look how
sentiment on the front of there as well.
Absolutely beautiful. All of these, whether you take your inks to them, whether you use any, I mean, that Star of Wonder is beautiful. It really does layer up, absolutely gorgeous. I have got another one in here somewhere, Joe. It's got a bit of gilding wax on. Oh, I'll show you in a minute. I'll get to that in a moment. Oh, let's go back to that snowman. Love this one. That's is so cute. I absolutely adore that. Let me bring in the wreath because I want to talk about the wreath as well. This wreath is gorgeous. This really is a joyful wreath. Again, you can make it really small or you can go bigger because every single element in there, and no matter what colour cardstock you cut it out in, whether you cut it in white and then colour it in yourself, but you can make it as big or as small as you want to make that. I just think these are beautiful. Going back to that robin, look, he's even got a bauble this time, so he has an interchangeable bauble or a present. Going back to the Christmas trees, these are stunning, these samples, absolutely beautiful. And then we've got that gorgeous Christmas bauble. Can I show you another thing, Joe? Can I show you one more thing? Look at this for a box. Ooh. So you just seen me do my Teepee card. Look at this box. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Using papers from a recent collection we have, using embossing folders in the background, but look at the different designs that you can create. I adore these dies. They're beautiful.
They are, and they're so versatile. There's loads that you're going to be able to do with them as well, which is fantastic. Loads of you commenting away. Diane says, you read my mind because I decided to do the Teepee card for Christmas this year. Thank you for your inspiration. That's from Diane. Also, Sarah says, all of those samples are amazing. And wow, the box with the robin is absolutely gorgeous, says Creative Space over on YouTube. Now, I know a lot of you have got this collection in your basket at the moment, waiting for an opportunity to check out. So I'm going to give you that. I'm also going to share with you the details of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Take it. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time, which is fantastic. Loads of you most definitely watching and shopping at the same time. Also getting very, very busy on the Gemini machine. It's your penultimate day to get your hands on it. Also with that extra discount as well. The Gemini machine, we have sold hundreds of thousands of Gemini machines. There's a Gemini machine sold around the world every 10 minutes to give you an idea of just how incredibly amazing it is. Loads of people as well, you know, loads of crafters choose to use this machine. Also, I know many people that work in the craft industry, and this is their go-to machine because of the power, because of the pressure, because of you just know what you're going to get every single time. Now, the large Gemini, $179.99 or $249.95. That is exactly what you'd expect to pay every single day of the week, and we sell loads of them. If you went to a high street store and bought it, that is what you'd be expecting to pay. However, for the members event, we've done something really special. So we still included everything that you'd get as normal. Your cutting plates, your metal shim, your magnetic shim. You're still going to get the purple shim in there and your plastic shim too. And you're going to get the dies that you would get included as standard. So the embossing folder, the nesting dies, the frames, it's all in there as you would expect. But what we're going to do is give you over £100 or $100 worth of free stuff included, and it is brilliant free stuff. Well, let's take a look at what you've got. So you've got an embossing folder in here, you've got some creator cards, edgeables in here, lovely borders, some items from Asara's signature collections in here too, stamps and dies, double-sided dies, nesting dies in here as well. Really great stuff. So it's an amazing, you're ready to go out of the box to make a whole host of different projects. Everyone is paying today $179.99 or $249.95 for the large machine. I'll give you the details of the large machine because I know so many of you are upgrading from the junior. If you think about it, no one's going to pay that though, are they? Because everyone's getting the extra 5%, which is great, and you can use your Club Inspired discount. Platinum members, you'd get an extra $44.99 off of that price in the UK. So Platinum members in the UK can get it for £135. Platinum members in the US, you'll get an extra $62.48 off of this machine today, meaning that you'll get it for $187, which is amazing. If you want the Gemini Junior, it's available today with all the same freebies, $139.99 in the UK, $199.95 in the US. Platinum members can get it for £105 today here in the UK, or $149 if you're in the US. If you're unsure, pop yourself over to the website. You'll get all the details there. Also worth saying that when you log into the website, the price you see is the price you will pay. It's factored in all of your discounts for you, and double points as well. Some of you will be getting like 400 points on that today, which is going to be enough to take you definitely up a band, or I would say in the club too. Debbie, why do you love it? Because you owned a Gemini, didn't you, before you even set foot in the door here at Crafter's Companion?
Absolutely, I did. And I'd seen it. I actually saw it when it was launched. I thought, do I really need another machine? And then I saw it in action live when I went to a show at Doncaster. A lovely lady called Hazel was demonstrating it, and I thought, oh, I have to have that machine because I saw what it could do. I'm used to machines that have, you know, pretty much I've had to shim up in areas because it didn't quite cut, or it let me down with certain dies, put the dies to one side. I have never found anything yet that this machine has not been able to cut or emboss. And it's not just for paper craft as well. So you know our lovely Bernie, she'd been next door earlier, filming down for Create and Craft. Bernie uses it for absolutely everything when it comes to soft crafts, because it does a multiple of things. We call it a Gemini for a reason, because it is a dual function machine, which means it cuts, it embosses. It really should be called a triple. I don't know what the star sign is for a triple. Is there such a thing? But it is a triple machine because it does paper craft and it does for soft crafts as well, because it cuts lots of different materials. Your multimedia dies, and you're getting multimedia dies in that bundle. I'm just going to talk you through a couple of things because I want to show you. I've fetched that lovely Rick Rack die that we've got in that gorgeous collection as well. I can't get over that value.
Oh, you get that for free with the machine, amazing.
I know, it's absolutely incredible. This is 2D embossing folder. There is an instruction booklet that comes with your machine. It comes with all the plates as well. Can I tell you, Joe, I've bought machines in the past where I have had to go out and buy plates from a machine. The machines come as it is. We're giving you absolutely everything you need to craft. All of your plates. No need to buy your plates separate. Not just that. Standard with the machine comes all your things that you get with the machine. And then there's all those extras. Now, a 2D embossing folder could not be any simpler. If you look at your instruction booklet, it is your two cutting plates with your embossing folder in the middle there, sandwiched in the middle, and I'm going to run that through. Now I am using my Gemini Junior plates again because I want to show you as much as I possibly can in this next little bit of time that I've got. So I'm just going to show you what that piece of cardstock that started off life looking like this. Plain, simple, beautiful, but with an embossing folder Look
Oh,
at
wow.
that gorgeous. Oh, I'll keep it there because it shows you just how beautiful. Look how
gorgeous,
stunning
Debbie.
that design is. That's that beautiful Rick Rack design. Gorgeous. Moving on to 3D folders. Now we've got some 3D folders on in the show. I'm using the decorative holly. However, you're getting some 3D folders as well, Joe, aren't you? With the machine again.
You are
I
getting
just
a
think
3D
it's
folder in
absolutely
there.
fabulous. Now, again, 3D is a thicker plastic, so it's slightly thicker than a standard embossing folder. You can see that there. So we have to change the plate combination up a little bit. So I'm going to use one of my cutting plates. I'm going to run that through there. Make sure I've got that the right... Debbie, have you got that the right way around? No, you haven't, girl. Let's get that the right way around because I want it to emboss the right piece. Popping that in the middle. This time it tells you in your instruction booklet you're going to place on your magnetic shim and your clear or frosty plate, I think Sarah calls it. She calls it a frosty shim. It's the plastic shim. But that's the combination you need for a 3D folder. And again, you're going to turn a piece of cardstock, regular cardstock, and I've kept the same one for design just to show you. But again, look at the fabulous embossing detail. Oh, look at that, Joe. This is why I love. And can I tell you something else, Joe, about this Gemini? Edge to edge. Doesn't matter where you go with that plate, where you put that on your plate, edge to edge, perfection every single time. That's just where the end of the embossing folder is. It hasn't missed anything, Joe. That's just me being a little bit lazy, not trimming it down to size. But again, just showing you how fabulous that works. Then we're talking things like intricate dies and multimedia dies. And I thought for a second, I'm going to bring in our lovely real leather sniff test. I always do a sniff test. I love leather. just think it's gorgeous. But real leather with a multimedia die, again, couldn't be any simpler to use. So I am placing my material down there. I'm popping on the multimedia die. And when I say multimedia die, Joe, that's one of many that comes in that pack. And then all I'm going to do is place on there my plastic shim, lastly my cutting plate, and then I'm going to run that through the Gemini again, and you'll see that it can cut through things like real leather, Joe. I mean, where else can you get that can do that?
Absolutely.
I just think it's
Do you know,
amazing.
for me as well, I think if you, and maybe you're not a sewer, but you want to do things like create a plique and use our glues to attach them, make tags, make luggage tags, so many different things you can do with this.
Absolutely. And then you can emboss it as well, Joe. So you can emboss your leather. I don't know if you saw our lovely Sarah do that embossing detail. Actually, where's that box gone, Joe? Let me have a quick peek in this box. Let me see if she's left it behind.
Who's through now?
Sarah's box. She doesn't know, so shh. It's our little secret. But all I'm doing is I'm placing that leather into there, and then I'm going back to this. This is a 3D folder that comes with there. So you remember the 3D combination is the magnetic shim, the plastic shim, and then I'm going to run that through the Gemini. And literally, you're now not only cutting through leather, real, genuine leather, you can emboss it as well, which I think is just incredible, and you don't lose any of that embossing detail. Look at that, Joe. And now I know our lovely Sarah, she ran hers, she actually popped some gilding wax over the top of it, and look at that. Look how fabulous that looks. You just couldn't make it up, could you, Joe? But this is what we're talking about. It cuts through lots of different things. It's perfect for people who love multimedia because it does it so easily. Do we have time for more or not more?
Oh, one more, I reckon, Debbie.
Well, I
all
was
right.
just thinking multiple fabrics.
Oh,
I was
yes,
just thinking
please.
multiple fabrics. So normally, I mean, I pulled it. Actually, I'll get shot. I pulled it from Sarah's box.
How many you
I hope she's not wanting to use it. I didn't know how many to go.
Well,
Shall I
she's
keep
not going to use it now, is she?
She's not going. No, she's not going to use it, but she'll not mind. I'm sure we'll be able to find her some, Joe. We're amongst friends. So again, I'm going to use that.
Just bring
multimedia
chocolate in if
die.
it's an issue. That usually smooths it out, I find.
Absolutely. She'll never know. Now I'm going to bring in my well-loved metal shim for this one, and I'm going to show you now. This is when you're bringing your multimedia die, your multiple layers. Again, I don't know how many I've popped on there, but all we're going to do now is place on the top our plastic shim, and lastly our last cutting plate, and that's all you need. You don't use your magnetic shim, but again, in that instruction booklet, Joe, there is detailed instruction on what you do for thin metal dies, intricate dies, multimedia dies, embossing folders, 3D embossing folders. Honestly, it covers all sorts. And then don't forget, you get multiple YouTube tutorials from Crafters TV. Oh, look at that. I knew I could have put more on. I don't know why I didn't put more on there. But again, if I just show you now, I've got 1 butterfly, 2 butterflies, 3 butterflies, 4, 5, 6. I could have done more, Joe. I mean, look at that. No fraying, cut through like a hot knife through butter.
Amazing.
As Sarah would say.
Like a hot schmettling through fabric, that one.
Absolutely. But, oh, I mean, they're just ready now to be used either onto a sewing project. But I know you've got a board, Joe, that you're going to show
Absolutely.
much more that it can do.
Indeed. Just to recap what you were saying there, Debbie, about all the different materials you can pop through here. So on this board you can see here we've got canvas, cardstock, chalkboard paper, chipboard, I've got cork, denim, fabric, felt, foam, glitter fabric, glitter paper, there's vinyl here, jute, leather, mirror card, plastic, you've got suede paper here, vellum, wood, and it embosses too. So that's just a snapshot of all the brilliant things that you can do with this machine. Remember the great deal that you've got today, $179.99 or $249.95. Platinum members, you can get this today for £135 or $187 because you've got that extra bonus 5% off. Actually worth saying as well, everyone will get a bonus 5% off no matter where you are within the club. So if you are a silver member, you'd normally get 10. We're going to upgrade that to 15. Gold members, we're upgrading you to 20% for the weekend. And also platinum members, you get a whacking great 25% off of everything here in show on Crafters TV, but also everything across our website right up until the end of tomorrow, which is fantastic. So definitely take advantage of that. It's also worth saying as well that everyone that processes an order for £40 or $40 or more will get one of the Keep Calm and Craft On members event totes, totally free of charge, which is fantastic. So definitely worth grabbing one of those. Now, if you want the junior machine, we also have the junior. I think a lot of you this weekend upgrading from the junior to the big one, but maybe you're going the other way. Maybe you haven't got a Gemini yet. Maybe you've been waiting for that amazing deal. I think this is that amazing deal for you. Everyone pays up $139.99 or $199.95. However, today, platinum members, you can get it for £105 or $149.97. You're getting over £100 or $100 worth of free dies included in there to get you started as well. And don't forget, you're going to get double points as part of our members event too. Now, I know a lot of you have already got your Gemini, so we thought we'd do a great deal for you on some of the bits that go with it, some of the accessories that you might want to get stocked up on. This here is the 3-pack of metal cutting plates for the large machine. They're half price, which is brilliant. $14.98 to get you 3 of those. They'd normally be $9.99 each, or $22.42 if you're in the US. There is a small one available for you as well, or for the junior, I should say. A 3-pack here, $10.48 or $11.92. Your price there. Now we also have the 2 extra plates and storage available for you as well, $19.98 or $29.90 if you want to get a hold of that one. The embossing folders, very, very busy on these. Remember, you're getting all 4 of them included for that great price. You've got holly vine swirls, sparkling snow, under the mistletoe, and decorative holly as well. The stamps, those quirky sentiment stamps, very, very busy on these this morning. $18.50 if you want to grab those, or $25.50 if you are in the US. I want to quickly recap what you're getting. This is a launch day show, and the reason it's a launch day show is because we've got this brand new double-sided festive dies launching for you on the show. There they are, 7 brand new double-sided dies, which is fantastic. What you're going to get included is you're going to get the baubles in here, which is great. You're going to get the wreath in there. You've also got the stars, which are glorious. Love those. Then there's the trees, which are these ones here. Beautiful. The robin, that's going to be in there for you. And then last but by no means least, you've got the Snowman. So they're the 7 characters, if you will, that are included for you. What you've also got then, of course, is your double-sided die plates for the Gemini Junior as well. These will work through the bigger machine. If you do have the bigger machine, you do need the double-sided plates in order for the double-sided dies to work. £105, $139. Great saving there. Everyone's going to get even more off though, remember, because everyone's getting their Club Inspired discount and an extra 5%, and you've got double points. That would also give you that free tote bag as well. Now, I know Debbie's got one more demonstration with these that she's super keen to get on with, so I'm going to hand you back over.
I cannot think of another die
Absolutely,
cutting
Joe.
machine
I really,
in the
really am.
market
And do you know, I
that
wish
would
I'd
have
got
sold
more than 2
even
hours, because
half the number
all of
that the
these
Gemini
dies
has.
are
Right, so
really
we've sold
cute,
over
really
250
traditional as well. There's some
million
traditional ones in
Geminis
here.
now
I'm using the
worldwide.
Christmas bauble for this
And
one, which is called the
you're probably
festive
already
bauble.
in
Let me get that
club,
right.
and for a lot of
Festive
people,
bauble, Joe.
it's owning all
But
the Geminis in the
honestly,
family.
I wish
The
I had
big
more
one is
time,
the
because I want to be able
workhorse.
to
That's the
show
one
you
that sits
all
on
the
the table,
brilliant things that
that
you
if you
can do.
notice when
But
I'm
no
using
doubt
it during
you'll
the
be able to
day,
see
when I'm here
online
doing crafty
tutorials
TV,
throughout.
it's the
This
large
is
Gemini I
double-sided
have
technology
with my
at
Junior
its best.
plate.
This is
I
this
have
one,
the Gemini
I say one
Junior
die,
still,
2 dies
because
that
this
you're
is the
getting. Let me
one
just hold that
that I
there for
put
a
in my
second
craft
and
tote
hold that
and I
there.
take
There we go.
around with me.
2
This is too
dies
heavy to be carrying
that
around. This is
have
your workhorse.
4
This is the one that is
designs
coming
on.
out
Look
with
at
you,
that.
or maybe it's
Look
just
at
that
the
I'm,
intricacy.
I'm sitting crafting
Look
with
at
the
the
kids, so we're
extras
doing it
that
at the
you're
kitchen
getting
table
on this
instead
one
of
as
in my
well.
craft room,
This
because I won't
one
let them touch all the
I
stuff in my craft
adore.
room.
You can now
This is the one that I
layer
bring
it up
downstairs and we all
put
sit
it
and
all
work on.
together.
That's
So
why a
again,
lot
you've
of
got this
people have
technology
both
where
of
you
the
are
machines.
saving dies,
Now,
because that
what I
would be
would
4
say is,
dies
like you
as a
said,
rule
Joe,
of thumb.
it's the
There would be 4
professional
separate
craft
dies,
people in the
4
industry.
times the amount
So
of money.
it's people
But
who
not
maybe
with
get paid
these.
by other
This
companies
is 2
to
dies
promote
with
their
that
die
one
cutting
pass
machines, and you'll see
technology
on TV,
with those
that's
4
the die cutting
designs on
machine
those
on
2
the
dies.
end.
I just
And they'll
think,
be
Joe,
chatting to me in the
honestly,
green room
could
saying,
not be any more easier to use. And you're getting your plates in there as well, so you're not even having to worry about buying your extra plates like I silly thought at the very beginning. All you're going to do is remember how do you put them together. This plate combination could not be any easier, Joe. It's so easy. All you're doing is choosing what cardstock you want to decorate it with. So I'm going to have for my base layer here, I'm going to have this piece of matte gold cardstock. And then on this one, I think I'm going to have a little bit of glitter card. So let's go in with that gold glitter card. Then I'm going to have for this decorative element, I'm going to have the red mirror, and I'm sandwiching it in between there. And then lastly, I've put some gold, little, and I say little, I'm barely using any here, Joe. So I've got my cutting plate, straight away, my 2 special cutting plates. I'm going to sandwich those onto there.
From the very first
and again, the same with this one. Sandwich them on. And again, if you don't feel comfortable, all you need to do is take a little bit of tape and hold it into place. Because the only thing it's going to cut out are those words. It's not cutting around the edge there. So you're not doing any harm. Or you could actually pop a little piece of tape, which is what I tend to do. I put tape over and hold that into place so the cardstock doesn't move. But again, honestly, it could not be any easier. And I'll show you what I mean. Just pop that down there. That's all I do with mine. And then sandwiching that other cutting plate on top there. And then lastly, I've already put mine down, but you can see I've got my cutting plate underneath, and then literally sandwiching that in between the two. Could not be any easier, Joe. And then we run that through the Gemini, and regardless whether you've got the Gemini Junior or the larger Gemini, that will fit through both of those on the small plates.
You were rummaging in her box, you know, because
no.
she's like ethereal here at Crafters TV. She's omnipresent, Sarah is, because her audio started playing out with yours for a moment there.
Did it really?
Yeah. She knows, Debbie, she knows.
It's an omen, she knows. I thought I got away with it, Joe. I thought I got away with it. Now, if I just lift that off for a second, we've even got the detail, and I'll just pop this here. I wonder if I've got a piece of darker cardstock to show you. Let me just see if yeah, that'll do. I'll pop it here, Joe. I've got a piece of black cardstock because I want to show you when I pop all my little bits out what this actually does. So you've got beautiful bow. We've got a lovely, I don't want you, that's the waist. We've got the lovely Noel even popped out there. So you've got this lovely script as well. Let's pop this one. Da, 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 da. Feel like bursting into song while I'm waiting for this to come out. There we go. You've even got the L there. Oh, Debbie, turn that around. Come on. Go. There you go. Stop messing about.
You need your sticky tool.
I know I don't want to put... Oh, I found it. I've seen it. It's a sign.
Did you lose it?
No, I haven't lost it. It's like with anything in Debbie's craft room. I place it down and think, what have I done with it? And guess what, Joe? Right in front of my nose. So I've got all those pieces out. So again, they're all ready. That's one side, just one side of one of the dies. Then we're talking glitter cardstock. So let me just poke out all my little glittery bits. Let's get my poke tool. Come on, poke tool.
Cynthia Crawford on Facebook just placed her 5th order, Debbie. 2 on their way and 3 waiting to go. So that means that she'll have 5 of those totes on the go. We said yesterday, a great idea with the totes, you could make them into cushion covers if you wanted to.
I love
Imagine
that
having
idea.
your craft room. Someone said a stadium cushion would be a good idea. I'm guessing a stadium cushion is when you take a cushion, put it on those horrible plastic seats that you have to sit on.
I could have done with one of them last night on my craft table because my craft room's got a little bit on the full side. I had to craft on kitchen table.
Oh,
that fly, Joe,
Debbie.
that fly. I swear it's trying to... I must like my perfume. I think it likes my perfume. It won't leave me alone. It wants to make a star of himself. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
He's hovering around there in the background. But there he's making his TV debut. Now then, look, I've even got this, last little piece. Come on, out you come. There you go. I've even got the other piece of the bauble there. Oh, I've just seen another bit, Joe. These pesky little pieces, they hang around.
Loads of you going for this big collection. That's getting busier and busier, Debbie, as we move towards the end of the hour. £105 for $139. Great saving for everyone. It'll be the first time you've seen this in the US. We're launching it here today with you as well in the UK. So if you want to be amongst your first crafters globally to get your hands on these, then definitely get your orders placed in this show. And also so many great reasons to buy because, of course, the great thing is, so if you got a quarter off of this, what would you end up? Actually, yeah, everyone will get free postage and packaging and free shipping and handling when they go for that large collection, as well as double points. You get that extra 5% off and you get the free tote as well. So loads of reasons to grab them today. If you do want to grab them individually, you're more than welcome. The Snowman is looking very vulnerable individually. $14.99 or $19.95. If you want to build your own bundle, you can do that. Spend £40 or $40, you'll save an extra 15%. The best value, as always, is in the main bundle itself, where you get all of them. Do you know what? I think when they're as beautiful as this, Debbie, as well, it's quite difficult, isn't it, to try and pick and choose maybe 2, 3 or 4 of them. Just get the lot is what would be my recommendation.
Absolutely, Joe. And that's the thing. I've done it in the past where I've only bought 1 or 2 things and then really regretted it because I wanted to get the whole collection and then got annoyed with myself because they've sold out and I can't get hold of them anymore. So lessons being learned from that. So now I don't do that at all. If I see something I like, I grab it. And I'll tell you something about this collection, Joe, what I love about it. It's timeless. So it's one of those collections that's never going to fall foul of trends or anything like that. It literally will be something that's timeless, and you can use this time and time again. You can get your little ones involved. What else could you do? You could make lots of little pieces up, put them in, even if you store them in your box and keep them in a box until maybe next year, but perhaps you don't want to use them on this year, but you can be guaranteed that nothing's going to go out of fashion. All of these are traditional of Christmas. So I'm just poking out my last little bits, Joe, while I'm talking.
No problem at all. Anne says, I told you yesterday, Joe, Sarah is a crafty witch. She did say this in the show yesterday, and now she turns up omnipresent in the studio. Just a bit. A good witch, though, not a bad witch, because there's good witches and bad witches, of course. Katrina Maddox on YouTube. We all may as well go home when it comes to the amount of craft totes that she's got. She's got 12 of those tote bags coming to her.
Oh.
Amazing. Yes, she managed to get 12. So I'm guessing Katrina has placed 12 £40 or $40 orders over the past 4 days since we launched our members event, because everyone that places an order for £40 or $40 or more in each transaction will get one of these tote bags, which is amazing, and you'll get that completely free of charge, which is lovely. How are you getting on with your pokery over there, Debbie?
I've poked everything out, Joe. I might just have to have a little word with Katrina though, because I don't think I'm going to get one of these bags. By the time I get my order in, I think they might have all gone out. So literally now I've got all my little bits. So you can see that was from one die. let me get your little, and we've even got, look at this, you've even got the hanger part of it as well. But literally all you do now is you're going to place these together. So again, let's take my tacky glue that I've decanted into the bottle, and I'm just going to run that all the way around. Let's pop a little bit of glue all in the places where it needs to be to stick this together. And then you're just going to layer them up. So that goes on top like that. Let that dry, and then you're going to pop on the decorative element. So again, let's pop a little bit of glue all the way around, and again you could be using your spray glues if you wanted to. This is tacky glue that I'm using, but you could use spray glue to cover it all. You could use your tape runners as well. It all depends what you feel comfortable with and whatever choice you like. Now you can see this design actually fits in, because you'll be able to see it. I don't think maybe not see it so much on the camera, but when you get it home you'll be able to tell where that little piece goes. So all I'm going to do is hold that down, pop that little design on, and don't get your fingers sticky, Debbie, but just literally, you can see it now layering up. And lastly, all I'm going to pop on is the little, what do they call this, Joe? Is it a bauble holder? What do they call it?
A bauble holder?
What's the top of the bauble?
The hook for the top.
Yes, that's the one.
I don't know, is it a loop?
Is that what
I'm not sure. Would it be called a loop?
It called loop.
I don't know.
The one that goes, oh Debbie, why are you putting?
The one that you slot over your branch.
A bauble whatty?
A bauble hanger.
Bauble hanger. I'm just going to have to put a bit more glue on, Joe,
if you've got any
warm in here, it's falling off.
Have you got any improvements on bauble hanger? Do let us know. Anna Marie says, I have my fifth tote bag on its way. I was browsing last night and found something I was looking for on one of the weekend shows, so of course had to place another qualifying order. Remember, you will get those bags as long as stocks last, is what I would say. Tomorrow is the last day, of course, as well, of our event. Loads of great shows. You're all back again. It's a double Debbie weekend, Debbie. I'm very happy about this.
It is. I'm back tomorrow. Yep. I think I've got second chance Sunday, is it? I think Craig's on tomorrow as well. I think it's a Debbie and Craig double-hander tomorrow. Craig's doing he's doing this afternoon, isn't he?
He is Craft House this afternoon. Yep. It's a hunky-dory one, all new product. The lovely Helen will be joining us as well, one of our viewers, which is lovely. And then you're back tomorrow, Second Chance Sunday. Craig is here for another launch day as well. We've had launches Friday, Saturday and Sunday as part of our members event. It's been fabulous, and there's still loads more to come. Still 3 more shows, of course.
Right, so I've got one made up. I'm just going to let that stick. Oh, wait a minute, Debbie. All your bits are falling off. I'm just going to get one that I've made up, but I just want, because I'm going to use 2, Joe. So okay, I'm just going to stick this together. So while I just stick this together, Joe, I'm just going to, and then we'll put a card together, but I just want to make sure it's all stuck. Debbie's got very sticky hands, so everything's sticking to her hands instead of where it should be sticking. Plus, it's incredibly warm in here. Nothing's sticking. So, and I know
it is very warm.
There we go. Look. There we are. I've got me 2 already. So you can see this is one I did last night, but this is the one that's going to dry off itself now. But how beautiful does that look when it's all brought together? And then we've also got that word as well. I love this. Just fabulous. So for a second, Joe, while I get myself all sorted, I'll be back in a moment.
No worries, I'll just recap what's in that main collection that you've got there. Let me just grab that for you, take you through again everything you're getting, because you're getting that wonderful bauble that Debbie just showed us here. Do you know what I like about this, Debbie, is the size. Because they're smaller, you can use multiples of them. You can use them in different ways that you would maybe some of our larger topper dies. Someone's made them here to make these beautiful little cards. I think small cards are really lovely, and then decorated a box with that as well. You've got the reef in here too, which is gorgeous, really, really lovely. The star is in there. I love that. I think you'd be really keen to see how people play around with different textures there. Christmas tree is your favourite or second favourite? Second favourite, because out in the lead still is, of course, that snowman, which is brilliant. And also, you've got the robin in there as well. So you can see all of those. You are getting, remember as well, the double-sided die plates in there. You do need double-sided die plates if you want to use these in your Gemini or your Gemini Junior. Now, whilst you are able to get them individually, no one really is doing that. Everyone's seeing the value in getting all of them. And to be fair, I mean, it'd be a very hard task trying to split this collection down and choose a few of these. Getting them all is the best way to get the best value. £105 or $139. Everyone gets double points, extra discount, and you get that free tote bag included in there as well. How are you getting on over there, Debbie?
Oh, I'm just sticking my words on, Joe. I've been putting my Noel on, but I'm doing it back to front because I wanted to make sure I worked from the area that I wanted to. Some people work front that way. I work back to front so that I can see where I'm going. Again, just a personal preference. But I'm just sticking on my words on now. Again, you could use any choice of glues for this. You could get your Brenda back out and use Brenda. But it's just, I mean, it's such a lovely font as well. Let me just pop that there. Now, I don't know if you can notice in the background, I've got one of the lovely embossed details as well there. I've embossed the beautiful mirror card. That's the word I'm looking for, Joe. Mirror card. But there you go. I've got my little Noel ready. So what I'm going to do now is bring in, because I have got a little bit of a floating card going off here. So this one is a 7. I think this was a 7.5. Let me just remember. 6.5. Nearly forgot. 6.5 background, and then I've just made myself a little flap that's going to go over. I've brought in some heavyweight acetate as well because I'm going to have a little bit of a floating feature going off. So what I'm going to do is stick these two together, and then I'm going to pop my panels on as well, Joe. So I've got all my tape all ready, good to go. I'm going to pop on first my acetate. So again, I've cut my acetate down to size. Only difficult part is with acetate is invisible. So when you pop it on, you're sometimes blind leading the blind. But there we go. You can see it's on there now and it's giving it that lovely sturdy weight. And I definitely would use for this, Joe, heavyweight acetate. That's the word I'm looking for. Heavyweight acetate because it's construction. It's a card blank and I don't want it to flop over or fall over or anything like that, Joe. So that's why I'm using the heavyweight acetate. So I've popped my panels just both on there. I'm now going to bring in my 2 panels and I'm going to stick those 2 down. And again, using those embossing folders, but you could use any of your Christmas papers that you have in your collection. I just use this gorgeous embossing folder on mirror card because I think it's giving it a real nice sparkle, real nice shine, and lends itself to these gorgeous Christmas baubles. Can I just say though, George, you know these Christmas baubles?
Yeah.
Oops, Debbie, get it the right way around. You could make your own Christmas decorations.
Well, do you know what? It's as if you read Anne's mind.
Yes.
I think you might be telepathic because Anne just messaged to say, if you do this double and then glue them back to back, you could use them as ornaments on your tree.
Exactly. So there you go. So that's how you would glue them both back together. You'd put yourself a little piece of, probably some wire in there, but back to back, stick them together and you've got yourself a lovely Christmas tree ornament or Christmas toppers ready for your cards. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm now going to connect my front to my back, and again I'm just going to use me red liner tape, pop that over. Let's just bring that. Do you know, Joe, me and this fly are going to really fall out. It's been really annoying me.
I thought it was your mate. I thought you brought him in with you.
No, he just won't leave me alone now, and he's starting to annoy me. If I'm, truth be told, he's there again. Did you see him? This literally, he's like flying in front of me as I'm trying to talk and craft. Now I'm going to bring in my 3D Collal glue again because I want to lift it off and have a real floating element here. So again, let's just pop some 3D Collal glue just over the back.
I didn't realise it stuck to the acetate as well, the 3D glue.
It does perfectly.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, let's pop a little bit and let's hang that one a bit higher. Let's just get that one. Oh, Debbie, I need a bit of glue. Wait a minute, Joe, excuse me a second while I pop some glue just onto the back there. Pop that back down. There we go. Beautiful. And then all I'm going to do, add in the middle, is a little strip that I made to go in there. Let's just give a bit of wet glue so I can get it right into place. But you could use background papers again if you wanted to. I'm just using a strip that'll match and correspond with, there we go. All ready, good to go. Beautiful card, really sparkly card, really shiny card. But how fabulous that looks using things from the collection. But don't forget, one pass wonder these. One pass wonder, that fly, I swear to goodness me, we're going to fall out me on this fly.
We're going to have to name him. Fall out. We're going to have to name honestly, the fly.
They are a fabulous set of dies that you're going to love using over and over again, year in, year out, and double-sided as well. What more do you want from a collection, Joe?
Fantastic. I love that creation, Debbie. Really, really beautiful there. Loads of you commenting away. Cynthia saying she always gets free shipping when she spends £100, so she's got a few of those bags. Malia says, Debbie, don't fear. If you haven't got one, you can always have one of the 5 that I've got coming. Malia over in Hawaii. Love Christmas, and I love Christmas cards, says Courtney. These are great. Also, Anna Marie's saying, this is one for Debbie actually, which acetate has a protective film on it, please, Debbie?
The heavyweight acetate has.
Right.
So the heavyweight acetate has got a protective filming over it, so it looks a bit cloudy when you get it. And then when you lift that off, and don't forget we do it in the A3 size, but we now do it in the A5 size. So both of those have got protective film over there. Just peel that back and it's crystal clear acetate. So that's both of those that we do at Crafters Companion here.
Brilliant. Very busy on this double-sided die collection. It was, of course, a brand new launch for you. Everyone's got that great saving of £42 or $47, which is absolutely fantastic. Everyone's going to get a little bit extra off of that, though, of course, aren't they? Because everyone is getting an extra 5% as part of our members event. Doesn't happen often, actually. I've been here since, the end of January. This is the first members event weekend that we've had. So definitely stock up because you've got an extra 5% discount and you've got double points as well, which is amazing. Remember also, everyone that spends over £40 or $40 is going to receive that free tote as well while stocks last, which is fantastic. Very busy there on that. Don't forget as well, the Gemini. It's still available, but only up until the end of tomorrow evening when our event ends, of course, as will the deal on the Gemini. If you want to get the large Gemini machine, $179.99, $249.95. Remember, £100 or $100 worth of freebies in there. Platinum members will get that for £135 or $187. We've got the Junior still available for you as well. The Junior, $139.99 or $199.95. Platinum members can get that for £105 or $149.97. It's been a great show. It's been very, very busy. Don't forget to check out your baskets. Debbie, it's been a pleasure to be back in the studio with you. And we're going to do it all again tomorrow, aren't we? Do you want to give us a little bit of a tease as to what to look forward to tomorrow?
Oh, there's all sorts tomorrow. We've got a bit of sparkle. What else have we got? Do you know what, Joe? It's Second Chance Sunday. It means I get to play with all the goodies that's been on over the week, and I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, and it's the last show of our members event. So me and Debbie bringing the members event to a close tomorrow evening. That's not us done though. Remember, live now 7 days a week, twice a day. So we'll be back with you for another show in a few hours time at 4 p.m. here in the UK, which is 11 a.m. on the East Coast. I'll be up with Craig for a craft house featuring brand new product from Hunky Dory. So make sure you join us then. See you in a few hours.